know that Congress, not the president, is going to control taxation, that it challenges the use of international emergency economic powers, that future presidents need congressional approval for not just tariffs, but for emergency trade. You don't think this is just more of like trying to stop Trump and not thinking about the future of other presidents?
Well, I'm unsure, like, what the scope of their ruling was. They didn't rule every single tariff they implemented as unconstitutional, and I'm not sure the scope of the ones in which they did rule as unconstitutional. However, like, I will say, there's, like, a surprising amount of power vested in the executive branch of our government under, like, extreme or emergency circumstances. And I just simply ask you to demonstrate that this specific ruling would take away, like, particular important extreme and or emergency powers from the executive branch of our government.
Because it would shift it to Congress.
I'm not sure that you can make that broad claim. Like what? Like, and I don't know this myself, which is why I haven't talked about it not much. I'm not sure about the nuances of the ruling from the federal court. Are you?
Okay, yeah. So the ruling, if it goes through, because it's not a done deal yet, it still has to go to the Supreme Court, right? So the ruling, it'll reassert that Congress, not the president, controls taxation, and that the use of international emergency economic powers as a backdoor for improving...
Hey everyone, by the way, I'll be on for another on Dean's Live. I'm muted on Dean's stream right now. I'll be on Dean's stream for another like 15 or 20 minutes, and then he said he was getting off after that. So we will be doing other debates, just to let everyone know. And I still don't have everything set up in terms of audio, so this is the best I can do in terms of audio for YouTube, everyone, as long as I'm as a guest on Dean's stream.
Implement them when there legitimately was not emergency circumstances. So, like, in accordance with this interpretation, the president would still have the power to implement tariffs in emergency circumstances. They're just simply ruling that we are not in emergency circumstances today. And honestly, I don't know how this would relate to the broader question, that being, why do you still support Trump?
Because you know all the reasons I support Trump.
I know all the reasons why you support Trump, but I'll probably move on to the next guest, so hopefully I don't.
So, what? So you don't want to talk about it because you don't really know a lot about it. So what's the, you know, I'm Republican, I'm kind of conservative, so what would be the biggest thing that you would like to debate?
Name one Trump economic policy that you like.
Well, no, you don't want to talk about economics, so let's talk about pew-pews.
I never said we never said that we didn't want to talk about economics in general.
Well, you don't want to talk about what I want to talk about, which is the future of tariffs, which are for our economy.
You can. So, I mean, do you think tariffs are good?
No, I don't think tariffs are good, but I don't think the point of the tariffs. It was to balance out the trade. I think that him using tariffs was more as like...
So then why do you place tariffs on Canada and Mexico where they already had reduced tariffs through the USMCA?
Because he was doing it as an intro to make I mean, you can't just be like, I'm going to pick on one country. I'm going to do all of it to have free trade for our economy. We can do business.
Wait, you could say you want to do retaliatory tariffs. If you've already had like a reduction in tariffs with those countries, well then you wouldn't have to put like those specific tariffs to be able to then reduce trade barriers. Also, we haven't seen trade barriers reduced from the levels that Trump raised them to. So it's unlikely that he's specifically trying to reduce tariffs in the whole grand scheme of things, and he's actually trying to shift the burden of taxation from those that are significantly richer to those that are lower and middle income.
Well, I mean, I know your degree is in economics, so it's kind of hard to debate with you, because you look at the specifics. It's the bigger picture of having equal trade. Like, of course, he wouldn't want to keep all the tariffs the way that they were. It was just an intro to have negotiations, to have equal trade, and that's it. I mean, that's what he was doing. I mean, that was the reason behind him doing the tariffs.
Well,
he didn't want to keep it that way. Logically, that the balance was not in our favor when it came to trade, and he was just trying to equalize it out. Like, that. You can, talk about the specifics, but you know what his goal was.
Then why was he placing tariffs on penguins?
Like animals.
Yeah, like there was an island of penguins with no imports and
like I
exports
said,
that was literally tariffed by Donald Trump.
The little details of those kind of things, you would stomp all over me because I'm not as knowledgeable as you with those little details, especially with economics, because but you know what the end game was. You know what
I don't know what the end game was with tariffing penguins.
How did he tariff penguins?
He put a tariff on an island that's not inhabited by humans and instead is inhabited by penguins. And has no imports or exports.
So penguins have money, so that makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
It's not a real policy, and you know it. You know it's satire.
What do you mean we know it's satire? No, I'm serious. Like, that's actually something he did.
Yeah, they're Australian territories with no permanent population, and it was part of it wasn't them specifically.
Well, then wouldn't the tariffs that we apply on their country already apply to anything that they have any type of ownership over? Any island that they have ownership over, wouldn't that specifically be that it already is applicable in terms of the tariff?
Because of what? Because they're a part of Australia?
Yeah, if it's a part of Australia, then the tariffs we have on Australia would be applicable to it.
I mean, well, those islands, they exported almost $1.5 million in machinery and electrical products.
Can you give me a source?
That were doing that.
You think the island of penguins exported things? What were they producing? The island of penguins was producing it and then exporting it around the world. What is happening? Is this?
That's why I said it's satire.
Are you being satire, or like I'm confused?
It was the Australian external territories, right? And those islands, it wasn't just the penguins. Those islands exported machinery and electrical products to the United States. This is
Wait, I never saw any exports that they had. I would love to. Exports would mean that they have it within their country and then they're sending it outside of the country. What are they producing in the country that they're exporting?
That's what I said. I'm not sure. It was all it said in the statement.
I can't even believe that this is a conversation we're having.
Okay, so what do you think that they exported?
They didn't have any.
So you're saying that it was just that island?
Yes, of just penguins.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
It's called the penguin tariff.
What am I listening to, bro? I've just been taking a back seat and island. What the fuck am I listening to? So, not only is this so boring, but you just keep on repeating yourself, my friend.
Because he keeps talking about fucking penguins.
Okay, so in a nutshell, why do you support Trump's tariffs?
Because I believe in the bigger picture of fair trade. And
fair trade.
Yeah, fair trade. Equal, where we can enter other, just like the European
here's my question.
We buy their most expensive cars in America's from...
Here's my question.
Okay.
Here's my question. Do you strongly support American excellence?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say that American excellence plays hand in hand with the innovation we see in the American economy?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Meaning that you would strongly... Yeah, exactly. Meaning that you would strongly support innovation, particularly American innovation?
Oh, yeah. That's one of the reasons why I support Trump. Yeah.
Do you think that we should be towing the line in global innovation?
No, I think we should be leading it.
We should be, sorry, not towing the line, you're right. Leading the line in global innovation. You think that we should be leading it? Phenomenal. Question, what breeds innovation?
Well, first, money. You gotta have money to be able to back and finance whatever you're wanting to do. You gotta have motivation.
Okay, more specifically, it's gonna be competition.
And there's got to be a need for it.
The need for the innovation is competition, right?
No, because if it's innovative, there is no competition. That's what makes it innovative.
Well, but the point of innovating is because you have competition, so you're trying to beat your competition by innovating, so you have less competition.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of people don't think that way. Most people want to change something and make it better or make money. That's usually the reasons too.
Yeah, but the way that they'd make more money by making it better is because if they make it better, then they will be better than their competition, so they'll make more money. So competition is what breeds innovation, right?
Well, I don't know. No, I don't think so.
This is Economics 101, my friend.
You asked what I believed. You didn't ask me about Economics 101. You asked me what I believe. I know,
but like, if you don't believe in Econ 101, I don't know if like you're to be having an economic discussion with us.
That competition is what breeds innovation.
All right, and because you reject that competition breeds innovation, I'm going to reject you and move on to the next guest and choose peace. If you're curious, they teach you that competition breeds innovation in like Econ 2010, your first day in college. And quite frankly, if you take even a high school course on economics as well, they'll teach you that there too. Welcome in, Caroline. Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
How old are you?
19.
Perfect. Also, Santana, thank you for joining us, my friend.
Hey,
it's good to see you.
Happy birthday to my little brother. How are you feeling? Did you drink water?
Yeah, well, I'm feeling good, man. We're having a good stream, and it's good to see you. Also, I need to thank a couple people here. Zach, thank you for the $20 on Super Chat, saying literally only Trumpers don't understand why a person wouldn't want to talk about something that they don't have the enough knowledge to talk about. Yep. As well as Rico with the $10 saying happy birthday. Thank you, Rico. That is very kind of you, bro. Show some love to Rico down below. And then Paul with the $24 on Super Chat, saying hi, Parker. Happy 24th birthday. Well, you got the sentiment right. And that's what matters. Ashley, thank you for the $20 as well, saying happy birthday. Be safe.
They got it right, I tell you.
Oh yeah, well, my girlfriend is absolutely going to be driving us back from dinner. I appreciate you for that love, Ashley. Let's show some love to Ashley down below. Oh my dude, oh my god, there's so many of you on Venmo. Holy fuck. Norman, thank you so much for the $200 donation over on Venmo, Norman. That is so kind of you. Norman with the 200 big ones says, happy birthday, Dean. We recently begun to watch you. Thank you for all that you do and for teaching this 63-and-a-half-year-old how to debate with MAGA people. After all of these years, we finally have somebody who's a true hero to us, from Norm and Terry. Norm and Terry, I love you both to bits and pieces. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity and a crazy $200 donation. Please show some love to Norm and Terry down below in that live chat. I would also like to quickly thank Michelle for the $50 over on Venmo. Show some love to Michelle down below. Michelle says, happy birthday, Dean the Debate Machine. That's my nickname for you. Enjoy your B-Day and whatever you do with this money. Thank you, Michelle. And then Heather with the $100 on Venmo. Heather with 100 big ones says, happy birthday from this Army vet. Thank you for your service. Also, thank you for standing up for LGBTQ+ rights and human rights. Enjoy your 21st from my wife and I. Thank you so much, Heather. As well as Stephanie with the 15 saying happiest of birthdays. Thank you, Stephanie. Miranda with the 21. Thank you, Miranda. And then Marie with the 21 says, my annual talk before SB, no charges, no hospitals, no tattoos, and no babies. Make memories, not statistics. Now go have fun, kid. You sound like my mom. Thank you for the love, Marie. I'm pretty sure that's some shit that my mom said to me before. As well as Katie with the $21 says, Trump supporters are a lie made up by Dims. Actually, I already read that a while ago. Thank you for the love, Katie. Let me also thank a couple other people over here. Give me a second. Thank you so much for the $10 over on PayPal, saying, first off, happy birthday. I'm MAGA, but a big fan of yours. Say hi to me, for me, to Parker and Santana. Love you all. Yo, listen. You have one step in the door. It's time you take the second, okay? It's time you take the second, all right? But I appreciate you for that nonetheless. Chelsea with a 5, Joy with a 5, and Alexa, thank you so much for the $5 as well as I'd like to thank...
Hey everyone, just letting everyone know I muted myself again. We're going to be on with Dean's for a little bit longer, and then what's it called? And then we will be on to solo debates for like a few hours, and then I'll be getting off for today. Just letting everyone know. Why isn't Parker join normally? I don't have like normal device to join.
The fact that he's getting rid of the transgenders.
Okay, well, we cannot talk. We can't talk about transgender individuals on the live. That is a banned topic. We'll get the stream taken down for hate speech.
Really? It doesn't happen on mine.
It happens on mine, man.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But what do you want to talk about first?
Maybe the immigration policy.
Okay. So, do you support Trump's mass deportation?
Yes, I do.
And why is that?
Well, it's like they're all like really, really bad people, and they're like trying to kill people, and they come here for like crimes and stuff.
Are you trolling?
No, I'm not.
Undocumented immigrants are 3 times less likely to commit any and all crimes than citizens.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is true. This is coming from PNAS. They've been tracking FBI crime.
Well, then
since
why
the,
are they coming
19th
to
century.
the U.S.? That makes no sense.
What?
Yeah, to provide a better life to them and their family.
They're all illegal.
So they all committed a
They're
misdemeanor.
already
upon-
coming-
I feel like this
crimes.
person's joking. They sound like
No,
they're
I'm
joking.
so. Why do you think I'm joking?
Because of like what you're saying?
Well, actually, I got to remove her for hate speech.
I was gonna say I didn't know if she was joking or stupid. It has to be one of the two though.
Yeah, well, I had to remove her from hate speech for talking about trans individuals. I'm telling you, it gets taken down in my live so fast.
It's weird. I've seen that happen multiple times on your live.
Yeah, I guess it's only my life.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know why.
literally does not happen on mine.
Mine either.
So this guy was like spamming in our comment section
Yeah, he
for
was.
like an hour straight.
Y'all can't stop me. Y'all can't
How do
stop for shit. Fuck all y'all.
Why are you so mad, bro?
Nah. Your fucking comments is trying to mute me and shit.
That was
Why?
Me. I muted you.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing. They were trying to mute me for doing nothing.
You're annoying them. You were spamming for like
I was
10
not
minutes straight.
spamming in the slightest.
What were you spamming?
I wasn't spamming anything.
He was.
I was agreeing with some person in the live.
He
So
said,
think about it this way.
So the guest?
Yeah, think about it this way. There's 11,000 people in this TikTok stream right now, and there will be like tens of thousands of people that come in and out of the comment section over a 4-hour stream, and I know you because of your comments. The only possible way is either you got very lucky or you were definitely spamming that shit.
I was not spamming in the slightest.
Okay. How old are you?
I am 19.
What year were you born in?
06.
Okay. Tell us why you support Trump.
I support Trump because no new wars recently.
Who wants to burst his bubble?
You go for it.
Okay. Yeah, Donald Trump did start a war with Iran. That is true. We hit them. They tried to hit us. We said they control their airspace. We could kill their leader if we wanted to. And that he might even want a regime change. I understand it was short-lived, but it still was a war under my definition nonetheless.
Okay, that's fair. I stand corrected on that part. Another reason would be, he's just an awesome dude. He's awesome sauce.
Who can say where the road goes? Bro, do you have no argument? Are you serious? That's it? He's just
very
awesome?
I think he's a really awesome sauce dude.
Okay.
Max, what's awesome about being a classist, a racist, a sexist, a fascist, an adjudicated rapist, someone who tried to overthrow the country, someone who at every turn has demeaned women, someone who literally, as of this past election and even past that, was openly racist towards black people. What's so awesome about all of that?
He cannot. I don't know. He's not no racist. No, he's awesome.
He's not
sauce.
no racist. Cool.
Yes, he's awesome sauce.
All right. Yeah, he's an open racist. There's a well-documented history of that going back to the 70s. You can talk about the exonerated 5. You can talk about the cats and dogs comments. Hell, you can talk about more recently when he specifically targeted Lisa Cook, the governor at the Fed, a black woman. He has openly tried to oppress black people in multiple ways while being openly racist in his actions and also in the policies that he implements, whether it's taking away funding from HBCUs to actually specifically targeting DEIA, thinking that DEI, quote unquote DEI, means black. Yes, he's a racist.
Do you have any site to prove that?
Sure. What would you like for me to prove?
Yeah, which claim do you want proof for?
The DEI.
What about it?
What this fellow just said.
What about it?
That you were whatever you just said. I want evidence for that.
Okay, well, what did he say?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Who can say when the... Dude, this is so brutal. I feel like we have got like no debates the whole time I've been on, Dean.
You've been up for over an hour now, Parker.
I know, this is getting brutal.
Dude. Jack, are you going to be the first Trump supporter in over an hour?
Yeah.
It's an argument.
And I have an argument about him being a racist.
Okay, 1 second. How old are you?
19.
Okay, cool. I gotta thank a couple people real quick. First and foremost, Silent! Thank you for the $50 donation over on YouTube. Silent says, happy birthday, Dean. Blinker time before you turn up tonight. You know, speaking of blinker time, I thought I should finally make it known. As of 12:01 this morning, I set the anxiety pin down, and I picked the VAPE up. I did. And I want to tell you all, it's really bad for me, and it's not something you should do. So even though now I'm being honest with you for legal reasons, because I value that, it's still not something I want to glorify. It's still not something that I want to talk about as if it is good, and it is in fact very, very bad, right? But Silent, thank you so much for the $50 over on Super Chat. I really appreciate you so much for the love. That is very kind of you, Silent. As well as Nancy, thank you so much for the $200 on Venmo. That is very kind of you. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you so much. That is very kind of you. Let's get 2,000 Nancy W's down below in that comment section. Thank you so much, Nancy. Nancy with the $200 says, Dean, happy Friday. This Gen Xer has been really enjoying your debates. We are a blue dot in Florida, and you bring me hope every day for our future. Have an amazing birthday and be safe. Thank you so much, Nancy. That is so kind of you. Thank you. That is you're so very generous, and thank you so much for your kindness. And also, by the way, Chad, I'm trolling. It's still an anxiety pin, still Lavender and Caramel. I got you all. But seriously, Nancy, thank you so much. Show some love to Nancy down below. We're gonna go ahead and get this next guest loaded in here right now. I would also like to quickly thank Ruby for the $130 donation on PayPal. Thank you so much, Ruby. Ruby with the $130 says, happy birthday. I also turned 21 earlier this year, so take it from me. Go crazy. I love what you do. You're an absolute icon, Dean. Keep slaying. Thank you, Ruby. You are so kind. Thank you so much, Ruby and Nancy. Thank you both. You are awesome. Show some love to Ruby and Nancy down below, as well as Robert with the 20 and Ellen with the 10, both saying happy birthday. Elizabeth with the 21 saying happy birthday. I always look forward to watching your streams. Thank you, Elizabeth. And then Samantha with a 10, Karen with a 21. Thank you guys so much. And then Blake with a $10 saying happy freaking birthday, Dean. Thank you, Blake. Guys, you are so very kind. Thank you all. As well as Twent with the $20 on Super Chat saying, happy birthday, Dean. My daughter and I love what you're doing. Keep it up. We appreciate you for standing up for women and putting misogynists in their place. One of my favorite pastimes. Thank you for educating and standing up to all of MAGA. Thank you so much. All right, welcome in.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, why do you support Trump?
Yeah, this is on my personal opinion. I support President Trump because I have resentment for the political left. Because of C-19, the border, I want détente with Russia. I support Israel.
I think I debated this guy before.
Oh yeah, you were up on my stream like 2 days ago. Wait, didn't you come up like a couple months ago and like espouse like white supremacy?
No, I don't think so. I think you're mistaking white supremacy with realism.
He did. He absolutely did.
Yeah,
he
he
absolutely did. He
definitely.
just lined it up.
He definitely.
Do you think that America should be a white country?
No, America's a diverse country.
I remember you telling me that you think that America should be a white-only country. All right.
Not he tried to have a quick save before you hit the eject on him.
Yeah. That guy's nuts. What's up? Do you support Trump?
Dean, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm all right. Listen, guys, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to get you guys a debate, but I had to say happy birthday to you. And
I appreciate you for your kindness, man. That is very, very kind of you. Looking for one debate only. Knight, thank you for the $10 saying happy birthday. It's funny, though. My birthday's tomorrow. Happy early birthday to you, Knight. What's up, Chase? You support Trump?
Yes, I do.
All right. Why is that, little bro? Actually, how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born in?
07.
Okay, great. Also, guys, over on TikTok, thank you for 5 million likes on the stream. That's kind of nuts. I don't remember the last time we got 5 million likes on a TikTok stream. That's like actually insane.
Based.
Yeah, I don't really like talk about the likes on the TikTok stream at all. But that's pretty nuts. So I thought I'd thank you guys.
I was just about to say, I mean, yeah, because they were pushing for 5, but I mean, we still have a few more minutes, so fuck it. See if we can get to 6.
For real, honestly, I'm probably gonna stay on here for a bit. So I have a dinner that I gotta be to in an hour, so I'll probably hop off in like 35 minutes. But I think I'm gonna go over like well over what I usually stay on, just because I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys so much. Chase, why do you support Trump?
I low-key just wanted, I don't know anything about.
It says he's 17 in his bio. Yeah, maybe I won't stay on. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit convoluted. I don't know if I want to stay on or not, because although like I'm having a lot of fun, especially hanging out with the two of you, I actually really enjoy these co-hosts. It lets my brain take a little bit of a backseat.
Yeah.
At the same time, there's just no debates transpiring whatsoever. Let's try to get that next guest loaded up in here, guys. I think we'll be live for around another 30, but I think we're going to hop off at that. We got Jay Mooney, 44, loading up in. Nessie, thank you for the $20 on Super Chat saying happy birthday. Thank you, Nessie. Let's get 200 Nessie W's and then 500 Coral W's for another $50 donation. Saying one more dono from a pro tip and one more dono for a pro tip from a former bartender. 1 water for every drink and the electrolytes in the morning to help with a hangover. You know what, Coral? Hypothetically, if I was drinking at like 17 in Minecraft, and one night I discovered that drinking a lot of water helps you in the next morning, I would definitely agree that that is a great pro tip. Thank you so much for the information. I really appreciate that, Coral. That is a hypothetically a really good tip, apparently. Hey, welcome in. Do you support Trump, J Money?
Yeah, I definitely do, but I got to be careful about the topics I speak on, I suppose, because I lasted about 3 minutes after not saying anything hateful last night on another stream and got marked for hate speech. So before I jump into any conversations, what conversations are we able to talk about? I mean,
okay. So don't talk about trans people. Don't talk about gay people. If you want to talk about immigration, don't use like specific like harsh phrases like "go back to where," fill in the blank.
Okay, so like for immigration, I think most immigrants, they hold a conservative value. So I do believe in the vetting process of them. I would like them, if you have a criminal background, I can understand the deportation, but I do believe there should be a vetting process. I think it would be good for conservative America. The majority of Hispanic culture holds conservative values. I don't believe in in each political side throws their propaganda out there, right? Like they want to push Hispanic crime rate and people fall under that. And then that's where you get these dumb MAGA guys and it makes you look real smart, or it makes MAGA look real dumb, right? So I don't fall under that propaganda. I believe that most are here that want to, make a better life. However, there has to be due process, right? It can't just be an open border and then there's some factual information. I've stepped away from politics for a while on voter fraud, mail-in ballots, people with the
that's what got you banned. You're talking about 2020. Hey, just start from the top. Tell me, Parker and Santana, why you support Trump. Give us an argument.
Well, it seems like these aren't good forms of speech because you can't have open. There's no freedom of speech here.
There's no freedom of speech on TikTok. If that pisses you off, feel free to leave. But if you're going to stay on the live, you're going to have to give us an argument insofar as why you support Trump.
Yeah, and I have to be careful with my words. So
yes, you do. Yes, you do. And if you're not down to do that, feel free to leave. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to listen to your moans about it. I moan too a lot about it. I'm kind of done with the moaning about the TikTok TOS. If we want to converse on TikTok, we got to deal with it. Those are the rules, my friend. Give us an argument with why you support Trump or hit the road.
Number one, I just did. Number two is I don't support injecting children with hormone blockers
I already told you that you literally cannot talk about the subject related to trans individuals. That was the first thing that I told you when you joined up. Do you have anything insofar as why you support Trump that's not to do with 0.8% of our population, or in fact trans children, which would be 0.03% of our population? Feel free to unmute. Come on, bro. You're like the first Trump supporter that we've been able to get up here in like an hour. Just follow the confines. Don't talk about the LGBTQ plus community, and you should be fine. Click on your profile picture and click the icon of your mic.
There we go. So how do I get on a forum where we can have an open dialogue debate with freedom?
Hey, this is a kids app. This is a kids app. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, it's nothing that we can actually do about it. You just got to keep it moving. Hey, what do you think about Donald Trump trying to mobilize the military throughout the United States and pretty much shifting us towards a military state?
No, I think there's definitely some parts of Donald Trump that I don't like, but I'm more anti-leftist than extreme Donald Trump lover. You know, I think he's a necessary. I don't want to use the word evil, but I think he's a necessary force to react to such a extremist view that our country, like a classic liberal, is no longer a liberal. You know, I might have fallen under the Democratic Party at one point.
Could you name like a policy of Trump's you like?
Well, I can't speak on him because you'll ban me for hate, or someone's gonna ban me for hate, right? It's not a free.
It's not us. It's the app, and maybe if you like literally, if the app keeps banning you for the shit that you keep saying, maybe you say some hateful shit.
Dude,
like, you ever thought about that one, bud?
Are numbers hateful?
No, like the premise that you're trying to push can be hateful when you target less than.
This is what I got banned for last night. Was I spoke on
Why would you speak on it again?
Are numbers hateful?
Our numbers.
That's some shit. That's some shit I feel like a racist would say. They're like the 1350.
1350.
Yeah,
I heard him say black. He was like,
I probably grew up more in the black community than.
There you go.
What? You grew up more in the black community than a black man? What the fuck are you saying?
Hit the bingo card.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
What the fuck?
I'm for the black community, where I think Democrats are against the black community. I think they want to oppress them.
Actually, I would love to hear his stance.
Okay, so school vouchers, Democratic Party has voted against them. They don't give funding to their school. They supply them with welfare, fatherless homes. They incentivize mothers.
Sure, let's go ahead and stop for a second because you are parroting the actual talking points of a white supremacist. So when it comes to when it comes to welfare and government subsidies, it's actually a proven fact that white people actually benefit more than black people do from those type of benefits. And then you can also talk about the premises as far as like a fatherless home, but there's a Pew Research study that was completed that showed black men actually participate in the life of their kids more so than any other race. It's just so happened that black people aren't necessarily getting married, but they are active in their kids' life, so they're not a quote unquote fatherless child or anything like that. So I think the information that you're spewing is very misguided, and if you were, pro-black or whatever, I think you would dig into those things a little more.
No, I don't think so. So give me one point on the base of in using percentage scales where whites benefit more from government subsidy.
SNAP benefits.
Okay. Explain.
White people actually are allocated more for SNAP benefits than any other race. They actually have more access to SNAP benefits than any other race.
And why is that?
Because they apply and they're approved for it. I mean, they qualify for it. I don't know. I mean, like, I think everyone should have access to free food.
Is this on a per capita base, or are we just talking about a overall base of the amount that?
combination.
So what is the per capita percentage of white
Sure.
people that
Do you
apply?
know? I mean, I can go look it up, but do you know what the per capita rate is?
I told you I strayed away from this conversation, these conversations for a while. So, I'm just now kind of jumping back into them because I noticed these live stream forums are, I like them, but I dislike them. It seems like the Democratic Party jumps on these ones where people can get banned for certain subjects real easy. Where I've seen
This guy cannot stop talking about that, dude. Oh my god, bro. You complain so much about the TikTok bans, bro. I get banned by TikTok so much. For you to be complaining about how much you're getting banned is diabolical.
So how do I get to a forum where we can have an open speech?
Bro, leave the live, find someone else at this point. Like, bro, I'm saying, like, genuinely, like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like, no, I mean, I could sympathize with him, like, thinking that there's not open speech on TikTok, because you're right, there's not. No, you get limited talking about so much shit, right? But, like, okay, if you don't like that, go find another platform. The fact that you're on TikTok means that you kind of got to accept it. It means that you got to work with it. Yeah, man, we have... Oh, my God. That scared me.
Oh, whoa.
Whitney, thank you so much for the TikTok universe, my friend. If you're watching over on YouTube, then you heard the sound, but you didn't see it. That was a TikTok universe, single-handedly the largest gift on the app. Whitney, that is so kind of you. Thank you so much for the love. I want to get 5,000 W Whitneys down below in that comment section. Thank you. That is so incredibly kind of you. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Whitney. If everybody can please show some love to Whitney down below in the chat, it would mean the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for the love, Whitney. And there's also a handful of other people that I'd like to thank here. Arrows, thank you so much for the $20 over on the super chat. Thank you so much for the love, Rose. Let's show some love to Rose down below in that comment section.
Let me say thank you to Sheed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $20 on YouTube super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you. As well as Abigail for the $25 on Venmo. Thank you. W's for Abigail in the comment section, as well as Christine. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you.
So I live in Grand Junction, but the neighboring town is Palisade, and Palisade is known for their wineries. So I'm going to have to go check those out. That is such a good idea, and thank you for the love. Everybody show some love to Whitney, B. Gary, E. Rose, as well as Jessica. Thank you so much for the $12 over on Venmo for the birthday. Thank you so much. Charles with the 5. Mandy, thank you for that galaxy. And then Zoe with the $20 saying happy birthday. Lola with the 21 saying happy birthday. I love you so much. I love you too, Lola. And then Holger, thank you for the $10. And Emily with the 7, guys. Thank you all so much for the love today. Yeah, I just wanted to say that before we try to get our next guest up in here, and this will probably be the last guest of the evening, is just thank you. Genuinely thank you so fucking much. Like, you do not know how much I appreciate all of the love and support from you guys. And I'm not just talking about the donations, but also just like everybody that has been along for the ride, hanging out with us in the stream today. I've also seen for like the first time in a long time, a really strong sense of community in that comment section, pushing for the likes. And it's just so kind. I genuinely support you all.
Chat, I can turn on the cloud lifter. I saw someone say that in the comment section. I'll turn it on right now. It'll make it a little bit louder. I'm just gonna mute the microphone so that you don't hear very much, so it doesn't like make it too loud. If I do change.
And Nina with the $25 on Venmo saying happy birthday. Thank you, Nina. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get that next guess loaded up into the stream right now. Let's go and get that next person connecting. We got SUV Man. Hopefully SUV Man will be the last guest of the night. Here we go. And also Garrett, thank you for the $21 on Venmo saying have a diabolical birthday. Jonah with the $20 on Super Chat saying happy birthday, you're the best.
And you can understand why I come.
And then Polk with the $20 saying good to see you all here, happy birthday. Thank you, Jonah. Thank you, Polk. Thank you.
I'm glad that it's better, everyone. I might be like really loud, so I'm gonna try and like be super quiet. I do apologize if I'm super loud though. Maybe I should make it go a little bit further away from me. I know, I'm sorry I'm loud.
Listen. I gotta move on to the next guest. I don't know if I'd word it that way. I don't know, listen. It's bad. Like, realistically, you shouldn't drink. Drinking is actually pretty bad for you. So, not only do you have, like all the problems that come around with alcoholism, but it's also, like, carcinogen, funny enough. Alcohol is, like, terrible for you. But hypothetically, I think I'm gonna fucking get so drunk tonight.
Dean, this has been so long without a debate. I think this has been the longest it's been in a long time.
I really applaud the two of you for sticking in here. I'm surprised that you guys haven't left yet.
Yeah, I was almost at the point. I'm like, there's literally been no debate like for an hour and a half, really.
Yeah, no one will judge you or be mad at you if you head off.
The last guy actually could have tried, but he was too busy whining.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, this will be the last guess we try. I want to try one more.
Dude, it's so loud.
It's just not going to plan. But seriously, Parker, if you want to head off, no worries.
It's just my audio. Honestly, I might do it because I am like messing with my audio, and it's just so loud whenever I turned on the cloud lifting. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
No, it was just the microphone. It was so loud I couldn't even think.
Yeah, do you want to head off?
No, I'll be here for a bit longer.
Okay, yeah, sounds great, man. Welcome in. What's going on, Sid and Sid left? You know, Santana and Parker, if you guys want to help us get a guest up here,
I'm in it. Let's see.
Oh, and then something else that is nice, another nice byproduct of my 21st birthday, is that I will be able to help get my girlfriend the devil's lettuce. And actually, that's legal. It'd be legal for me because she has what is called a med card. However, only very specific places where you get the lettuce sell to individuals with med cards where I live, and she has to drive like an hour. But now I'll just be able to help her out by driving like 10 minutes, and that's technically legal. That's actually legal, which is great. So that's cool. We're gonna move on to the next guest. Holy shit! You guys got to 7 million likes.
They're pushing it.
That's kind of nuts.
Holy fuck, you guys. Dude, that's crazy. Give yourself a pat on the back, chat. TikTok chat. Give yourself a huge pat on the back. Holy. Hey, what's going on, Devin and Ari? Do you guys support Trump?
No.
Hello.
Devin, do you support Trump?
I'm still on the fence about Trump, to be honest.
Okay. But I feel like a good place for you would be to watch the stream. You know, I'm convinced for the people that tune into these streams, they're not just here for the debate. They're also just here to like hang out, right? Because like we haven't gone to debate in an hour. No way you guys aren't just like hanging out, right? We're just like hanging out at this point. What's up, Renee? You MAGA?
No, I'm not MAGA, but I do support Trump.
All right, Renee. Love to hear why. Quickly before I pass you that mic, I would like to very quickly thank Genevieve. Thank you for the $20 on Venmo saying happy birthday, Dean. They said I got the opportunity to meet you at CMU.
Let me say thank you. Father, I really appreciate the $50 on YouTube super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Get some W's for Father in the comment section. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now.
us why you support Trump as president.
Well, unfortunately, I think that was the better candidate when we have, Kamala and Biden. I mean, when we start talking about things like racism and all of this other crap, we have to start with, are they racist as well? So are we picking based off of emotions or based off of, what the facts have been presented to us? And I honestly think they're all racist.
How is Kamala Harris racist?
Yeah, I actually don't think Kamala Harris is racist.
I think Kamala is racist. I don't like how she pretended to, this all of a sudden black card was pulled when she started to run for.
What?
What do you mean all of a sudden?
I've never, and if you can pull it up, I can easily correct myself. I have never heard her mention.
Yeah, just go check out her interview on the Breakfast Club, or you can reference the fact
prior to the president election.
Yeah, that was prior to that. Also, I mean, you can reference, she grew up in Oakland, California, one of the blackest areas. She went to Howard University, an historically black university and college. She pledged Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the first and oldest black sorority. And she also caucused with the black congressional caucus in the Senate. So she's always leaned into her blackness as a black woman. Sorry, you were about to say something.
When was the Breakfast Club interview that you're referring to?
It was
2019,
way before
I think.
2024. Yeah.
It was when? I'm sorry.
2019.
2019. So yeah, this wasn't before the president election. This was when Biden was president, correct?
No, this is when Trump was president.
Exactly.
Prior to that, Biden was president, right?
No.
Before Trump, who was president?
No, Obama was president.
Before Trump?
Yeah.
But it was Trump, Obama, then wait.
It was Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump.
Do you think this is the first time Trump has been president?
No, absolutely not.
And then also, I just wanted to make two quick points. So, point number one, as both Parker and Santana just brought up to you, we don't have any reason to believe that she just started talking about the fact that she's black when she was running for the presidency. But I will say, even if she was louder about the fact that she was black when she was running for the presidency, right? I'm not sure if that'd be a bad thing. In fact, I might even say that's a good thing. Normalizing black individuals in those positions is really important to overcoming, forms of systemic oppression by reshifting, what is deemed as socially permissible through social normalization. And another point, I don't know, this is making me feel weird. The fact that you're telling me you support Trump by weaponizing a black woman's blackness against her, by attempting to argue that because this black woman is a black woman that ran for president, she pulled her black card and told the world she was a black woman. I as a black woman, right?
No, we're not
able to understand that this argument is produced through racism.
Absolutely not. It's not produced through racism, and it's not weaponizing the fact that she's black. You guys say you haven't heard anything about this since 2019.
Again, I just rattled off the history of her life leaning into her blackness.
Which means nothing. Just because we grew up in Oakland, the guy before you just stated he grew up around more black people.
I listed multiple things, but I'm trying to understand, why are you trying to invalidate anyone's blackness as a black woman? Dean just literally called that out. But you're sitting here trying to invalidate the blackness of another black woman. You are. By saying that you're literally trying to invalidate her blackness.
What I'm telling you is, why are we just hear about this in 2019? Why do people get to play the black card and use the black race when it benefits them? When it benefits you, everybody wants to claim the culture. The guy before you just said, I grew up around more black people than you. What the fuck does that mean? Who cares?
Maybe it's just you.
No, it's not, and that's why she didn't win the seat, because there's more people that's waking up and realizing that what's going on, and realizing that this is all money grab. Even the DEI bullshit, you brought that up earlier. What did that benefit black people?
DEI isn't supposed to quote unquote benefit black people. That's the whole point.
Exactly, but how did it benefit black people?
Yeah, it benefits everyone.
No. I want you to tell me specifically how that benefited black people. Because I know a lot of white women that it benefited. I know a lot of the other community that we can't speak about it benefited. But what did it do for the black community?
Well, again, it actually puts merit at the front of anything. But again, it's not something that's supposed to be specific for black people.
So there's nothing specific for black people that you're on here arguing. Being the only black man on this chat, it just sounds like you're just rambling. What can you point out to me and everybody listening? What has DEI, whatever the fuck it stands for, what has that done for the black community?
Okay, so diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility, DEIA.
And that's done what? What have you gotten specifically
Renee,
in your life that you're able to
if you want me to answer, you have to stop talking.
Go ahead.
Right? You have to, there we go. So, again, with DEIA, specifically, it has given the ability to actually, and first of all, it's not a policy, right? Just to be clear, it's not a policy that was passed. This is an actual practice that can be instituted and actually taught. And that actually breeds diversity. Black people actually get an opportunity to show their merit without being judged for being black. We understand that historically, black people have not been given the same type of equity. And so this actually gives them the opportunity to be able to pursue additional jobs, be able to pursue different opportunities without having to be persecuted for their skin color. That's what DEIA does. But again, it's not a thing for black people. It's a thing for everyone.
So in other words, it has not helped the black community at all?
Yes, it absolutely has.
So you have personally benefited from this policy program or whatever you want to call it.
Why do I have to say that I personally benefited from it?
Yeah, neither has anyone. Anybody?
Yeah, sure. If you actually go take a look, there's a Mercer study that actually breaks down the different effects that quote-unquote DEI has on black people and black hiring, and with multiple DEIA policies that have been practices that have been taken in as far as different companies, we've seen an uptick in multiple hirings, including 85% across non-tracking health work-related fields. We've also seen a increase in the retirement programs for black people, specifically related to this actual practice. 77% of minorities, because most people don't have those type of retirement programs already put in place. Literally, Mercer breaks down different things that were actually done. It increased the actual talent pipeline. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but you can go look it up for yourself. But again, my whole point is,
I have seen no benefits to this community, and I think you're
Can
just
I ask you a question?
I haven't seen any benefits to this community through that program, and I'm glad it got canceled.
Could you name a DEI policy that you disagree with?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Could you name a DEI policy that you disagree with?
I didn't hear your question.
What's a DEI policy?
Specific policy that I disagree with?
Yeah, like a
the DEI, a specific policy? No, I do not. The entire thing is bullshit. So let's go again. The entire act, policy, you guys want to call it what do you say earlier? It wasn't an official.
I think that you've been propagandized into thinking that DEIA is bullshit. And the reason that I'd say that is because you seemingly give a specific example, right? And the reason why I take away the conclusion that you've been propagandized.
The specific example is no black person has walked into a job and said,
"Do you mind if you'd allow me to finish?"
I'm here under I'm under this program.
Do you mind if you'd allow me to finish real quick, my friend?
It's someone that said, "Hey, well, you're part of this program, so guess what? We're gonna hire you. We don't care what color you're on." That's not how that works.
Allow me to finish.
That's not. No, I don't have to allow you to finish.
Well, I'm asking politely.
That's fine. I'll mute her. I'm sorry. I have no interest in actually people talking over. If you're up here for a debate, take turns. Sorry, go ahead.
Listen, so point number one, I am led to believe that you've been propagandized into this idea that DEI sucks and it's the devil, because that's what Tucker Carlson has said, that's what Charlie Kirk has said, that's what Ben Shapiro has said, that's what Trump has said. And it's funny because you only take away that half of the propaganda. You don't take away the other half of the propaganda, is that it's bullshit because it only helps black people, which is ironic. And second part, I am unwilling to believe your claims, as you cannot give specific examples, but of course this speech no longer matters because you left. Goodbye, Renee. Have a good rest of your day. Samantha, thank you for the $10 on Super Chat saying happy birthday, Dean. I know that you, I hope that you have a wonderful day and how much your fan base appreciates you and your goals. Lots of love. P.S. My birthday's on the 10th, so hello from another Virgo. Happy early birthday to you, Samantha. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much. Let's also see real quick over on Venmo and PayPal. On Venmo, Taylor, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. Riley with a 10. Riley says, happy birthday, Dean. I love your debates. Been tuned in for 4 years and just got my first job. Well, I've been doing this for 4 years, and I actually did do the math.
Hey everyone, Dean's probably going to be getting off right now. I think that was Dean's last guest, and then we're going to be doing some debates until, like, around the time that my girlfriend gets back. So let me see. Let me see how long I have. Let me see. Oh, it's still gonna be a bit. Yeah, it'll still be a bit. I still have like I'd probably say like an hour and a half left on the live, everyone.
Efforts. Thank you so much for the love, Araya. Show some love to Araya down below. Not to mention Katie with a 2, Jamie with a 7, Emily with a 7, and I believe that is all. I believe that is all. So, I was going to end my live. However, I have seen everybody down below in that chat working tirelessly
To get to
this
10
stream
mil.
up to 10 million likes.
I'm helping.
And to be fair, I'll start helping too. We are very, very close. We are very, very close to 10 mil. So I think we might as well just stay on until we hit 10 mil. Parker,
We're almost there.
What
What's up?
is like the highest that you've seen anyone hit? Like TikTok likes, likes on a live wise.
I don't know. I haven't seen other people, but us, I know we've done like 11, 12 million.
I feel like 12 mil. If we did a longer stream today, I'd be down to try to beat that, but I do have dinner reservations here in
There's 10 million.
Wait, did it already hit 10?
People locked in when you said
We
it.
locked in.
When you actually said something, they locked in.
Wait, that took 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Everybody.
They fucking locked in.
Wait. Let's just get the most lives we've ever gotten on a TikTok live. Parker's right. It's around 12 mil. Guys, everyone lock in. If you are one of the 11.2 thousand
Let's get to 12, everyone.
start double tapping.
That was actually really quick. There's 11,000 people.
Yeah, what the fuck? That was like literally 3 seconds. Okay.
They locked in as soon as you said it, and everyone went crazy.
Yeah. Jessica, thank you so much for the $11 on Venmo saying happy birthday.
Bro, why is it going up so quickly?
Yeah, okay, here's the birthday present that I want from you guys. If you hear my voice and you're on TikTok, just start double tapping. I just want to see how crazy it could go. Like seriously, everybody in the comment section, why are you in the comment section? Get to double tapping. Jenny in the comment section says that she's locked in. No, you're not, because you're typing messages instead of double tapping. Double tap. Okay, this is the birthday present that I want, everybody. On TikTok, double tap on your goddamn phone screen.
It's going up so quickly. That's fucking nuts. It's already at 11 million.
At 11 million already.
I'm even look at the strat, guys. Look at the strat. This is how you gotta do it. Just look at the strat. You just gotta start double tapping everyone. Double tap on the phone screen. Lexi, thank you for the $20 on Venmo saying double tap. Thank you, Lexi.
Right there.
Okay, you're killing it.
That's how you lock in.
You're killing it. Oh, you guys are killing it. What are we doing? Oh, this is great. Lakin, thank you for the $10 in Super Chat saying today's the day. Happy birthday, David. Dude, Lakin, I love you. Thank you so much for the love. Dude, we're almost even at 12 million likes.
That's nuts.
Oh my god, okay, the goal is 13 million. Yo, Lily, thank you so much for the $50 on PayPal saying happy birthday. Lily says, happy birthday. You've gotten me through some tough times and I really appreciate you. Lily, you have been hanging out with us every day. I love you and thank you for the $50. Thank you so much.
Dude, it's unbelievable. Look how quickly it's going up. We're almost there.
I'll send some double taps in your honor, Lily, for the $50. Here's some double taps in Lily's honor. Here's some double taps in Lily's
Almost
honor.
at 12.5.
Dude, that's nuts.
That is fucking wild.
How is that even possible? Like, I understand we have a shit ton of people in this stream, like nearly 12,000. But how is it even possible with 12,000 people?
I mean, everyone locked in. It is your birthday, right? I mean, hell, let's do it for Dean.
Right. Sophie, thank you so much for the $11. Thank you so much, Sophie. And then Samantha with a 1.
13 million.
Fucking 13.
That's nuts, bro.
Oh, that's crazy. That is nuts, man. Let me see what my girlfriend texted me.
Dude, that is diabolical.
Yo, Caleb. Yes, it did go through. Caleb, thank you so much for the love, man. I really appreciate that. As well as Sandy with the $21. Thank you so much, Sandy. Sandy says, enjoy your 21st birthday. Thank you, Sandy. And Beverly, thank you so much for the $100 donation on Venmo. Beverly with a $100 donation says, happy birthday. Have one on me, but drink responsibly. Beverly, I think that's going to buy me a lot more than one. Thank you so much for the love. And yes, Caleb, your donation did go through. Thank you for the $21 over on Venmo. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's look at the clock. So right now it is 4:46. I have to be at dinner at 5:15. It is maybe a 10, 12-minute.
You got to get ready.
Yeah. Mary, thank you for the $21. Thank you so much, Mary. You guys have been so kind today.
14.
All right, I think we're going to cut it off at 15 mil. We're going to cut it off at
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I'll have time for 7 million. But yeah, everyone do a last little push. We can do this in literally like 2 seconds, everyone.
This is the last little push before we end the stream, folks. We're going to end the birthday marathon here in
15 million is nuts, Gene.
Lila, thank you for the $15 on Venmo saying enjoy dinner. Thank you, Lila. Yeah, this is the last little push. What a good birthday stream. Hey, Parker and Santana, I just wanted to thank you both for joining up and making this such an enjoyable stream. You know, like, this stream has been so significantly more enjoyable than most. And it's not just because of, like, all the love pouring in. I'm just, like, genuinely, like, in a good mood. I'm happy. I'm calm. My body's not in physical pain. Typically, when I'm ending these streams, my body's in physical pain. I'm not dying from hunger. Typically, when I end these streams, I'm dying from hunger. And I know this is a little TMI, but I also, like, sweat really heavily. It's a genetic thing. But, like, today I'm not sweating really heavily.
Fucking
So
lights,
I'm
too,
feeling good.
though, right?
Dude, it's just a combination of factors. It's the lights, and it's like called hyperhidrosis, I think, which is a genetic disorder that makes you like sweat very heavily. I have hyperhidrosis, so like super TMI, but it's like I'll end this stream and my shirt, the whole shirt will be soaked. It's really gross. It's really gross. Super TMI, super TMI. Anyways, y'all did it. In fact, during my little TMI rant right there, now we're getting to 16 million. Okay, guys. All right, I am going to go ahead and end for the day.
Happy birthday, man.
Dane Parker, before you guys leave, I just want to say specifically to both of you, have a great day.
Have a good night.
Santana, all the love in the world to you, man. I'll let you know when your birthday present gets here too. I'm gonna enjoy that.
I gotta send you the tracking information.
Dude. Real quick, I just want to give a special shout out to Santana. This motherfucker is sending me a birthday present. Like, it's some, like, super nice bottle of whiskey. Follow Santana.
W Santana.
Follow Santana. Okay, and if you don't already, you probably do. Follow Parker too. But follow Santana. W fucking Santanas. Okay? W's to this man right here. Anyways, I'm gonna go to end. Parker, are you gonna go live on TikTok again?
Yeah, I'll go live right now.
Cool. All right, head over to @Parker, get a job on TikTok. @Parker, get a job on YouTube. I love and appreciate you all. And heart deep. Thank you for the.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Marking the very last donation of the stream.
Oh, there it goes. I started the stream, so it kicked me out on my phone. All right, everyone. Do give it a second for people to join up. What's up, everyone joining in? If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. It will help get it out to more people. What's up, everyone joining in? Tap that screen here on TikTok. And if you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. What's up? I think I have about an hour or so that we'll have on the stream for some debates, everyone. Willow, thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you so much, Willow. I appreciate it. Thank you. What's good, everyone joining in from Dean's stream? Tap that screen, share the live. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, everyone. What's good, everyone joining in? What's up? How is everybody doing? My audio is actually fine now. My audio is actually good. What's up, everyone joining in? Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. We are simply just looking for some debates. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen, everyone. The audio is so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's go on to the next person here. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. Rue, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you, Rue. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello.
How old are you?
Can you debate my dad? I joined the live early.
Oh, I immediately when I didn't hear an answer to it, yes, I actually can. Send a guest request back and I'll bring you back up. I will debate your dad. Absolutely, if he's there. But have him make his own account, actually. I think I'm going to do that because I do think that you are actually also a fetus. So do make sure to have him make his own account as well. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
21.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Fucking yes. You support Donald Trump?
What's your birth year?
11/14/2003.
And you said you're how old?
No, I don't seem 21 or.
So I ask everyone.
Okay. Yeah.
And you do support Donald Trump?
Yeah. I'm a MAGA guy.
Sorry, I think maybe it's my audio or something. I can't really hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, so why do you support Donald Trump?
I mean, you can listen most of the stuff from Charlie Kirk. You can debate him if you want. I mean, I rather want you to debate with Charlie Kirk. I want to see a video. Or have you debated him before?
Yeah, on Jubilee.
Oh, okay. I want to see the video right now. How did it go? How did it win?
I destroyed him. Go to YouTube, watch, go look up Charlie Kirk Parker debate. Gotcha. Let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet the set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. Looks like they were just asking about the Charlie Kirk debate. Let's go on to the next person. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
Do you support Donald Trump?
No, but I wanted to say Dean Murray.
Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. We are just looking for some debates. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. We are just looking for some debates. Jonna, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $20 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. Absolutely. I appreciate it. Thank you. W 3 months. Alrighty, let's go into the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Only send a guest request if you meet the set of criteria on the screen. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 for happy birthday, Dean. Happy birthday, Dean. Thank you. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. Let's go on to the next person here. Only send a guest request if you meet the set of criteria listed on the screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm naked for you, Parker. Please, let me.
Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello? Alrighty, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet the set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. Again, we are just looking for some debates, so please Only send a guest request if you meet the set of criteria listed on the screen. Alrighty, let's go to the next person. Do give it a second. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, everyone. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen, everyone. It helps get it out to more people. We're already at 500,000 likes. Let's keep running up the likes, everyone. It actually helps push it out to more people, so I'd really appreciate that. I'd really, really, really appreciate that. Joey, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you. Yotsup, how old are you?
38.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes, I would say in the fact where he was better than the alternative.
Okay, what makes you think that?
Kamala really didn't have a great running point, I would say. Like,
Kamala?
she seemed like she would be, the same as Biden, where really not much was done.
Okay. Can you name like something maybe that Biden did that you disagree with?
No, because I really don't think he did much. So I guess
Well, I
there's
can tell you
nothing
things.
to-
I got you. Don't worry. There's the bipartisan
yeah.
infrastructure bill. There was the Chips and Science Act, the PACT Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, the American Rescue Plan. Those are all policies I think that were good. The idea that he didn't do anything, I actually think is just misled, or maybe you just haven't heard specifically what he's done, because he's clearly done a lot. And Harris actually had the most tie-breaking votes of any vice president ever. Could you name a single thing that J.D. Vance has done? Other than vacation?
No, actually, I would say, like, honestly, I appreciate all those facts. I am kind of a newbie to this, literally. This is my first day on TikTok, and I'm 38 years old, so I guess I'm just coming in, and the fact that I voted for Trump because I didn't want Kamala is just the biggest thing.
Okay, so
Sorry,
like why? Like what tells you that Donald Trump is better than Kamala Harris?
That's a great question. I did vote for him the last time. I felt like, to be honest, when Biden gotten elected, like, I really thought it had something to do with all the mail-in votes. Like, I really did, like, with COVID, like, I felt like that was the big reason why he got voted in. Like,
Okay, so during COVID, Democrats were more likely to social distance, meaning they were more likely to do mail-in ballots rather than to go in person. Trump
Right,
told
that's
his base
why-
to go in person and not to use mail-in ballots, and that's why. And while Donald Trump literally used a mail-in ballot himself.
no, that's also completely valid. But it's funny because when I went and voted this last time, like, I feel like there were so many people in there, like, definitely, like, red, like, Republicans, like, they call them they're like the silent majority, you know, and that's why everyone is always confused, like, why he gets voted in. And I feel like it's because, like, they feel like they're going to get hated on if they actually speak their minds, you know? Is that, like, a thing or no?
Sure, there are some people who think that they're going to hate it on if they speak their minds, but that's probably because they know that their position is a bad position. So like,
Or
I
that
guess
they're
I guess
just
my
gonna get,
question
like,
is that like, my question is that like, what certain types of things do you like from Donald Trump that tell you that he's a better candidate than Kamala Harris?
I mean, the abortions, like, that's, like, a big thing for me, to be honest. Like,
Are you
I
Christian?
have a friend that she had twins. One of them didn't make it, but she had them when they were 22 months.
I have a question. Are you Christian?
Hmm?
I have a question. Are you Christian?
Raised, yes.
Are you currently Christian?
I haven't been to church since.
Okay, so then
high
what's the
school.
reason why you think that abortion is wrong in the first trimester?
Because you shouldn't take a life,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. Do you think it's murder to pull the plug on an individual in your family that is brain dead?
I would hope that they would have made that
And
known.
by the way, you did say that you tried to say 22 weeks, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say for sure. Like, it was in the 20s. It was like 20, 25 weeks.
So there was an induction of labor?
No, she went into labor. She ended up having to have a C-section. One of her children made it. The other did not.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But I feel like the viability is like much more than people think. Like, you can have
viability
a
is
child.
typically between 22 and 26 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, I had mine at 32 weeks. He was only 3 pounds when I gave birth.
I guess, what does this have to do with Kamala Harris's position on abortion?
Well, I feel like you were asking about like why I was like pro-Trump.
Yeah.
And that is because he is anti-abortion.
Okay. So again, why do you think abortion is wrong in the first trimester? Because you just said it's taking a life. I asked you, is it murder to pull the plug on an individual in your family that's brain dead? You said no, correct? Even though they're cellularly speaking alive. So
I didn't say no specifically.
Oh, okay.
I literally said I don't know because I've never been in that situation. So I guess I don't know on that.
Sure. Okay. Do you think that IVF is wrong? The process of IVF?
No.
Okay, but like they discard many zygotes and embryos per patient.
Yeah. So do you think it would be okay to maybe make it so men can't have children until they're ready to have children? You know, like that type of thing.
Are you talking about mandated vasectomies?
I'm just saying, like, I don't.
That's not what I was talking about, and no, I don't believe in that.
Okay. I just feel like
Do you believe in that?
no. That's probably a bad take to go with, but
Yeah, I guess why not?
basically-
Like under your view, because you,
No, I've literally told you, like, this is my first time on, so like I'm very new, so like give me a little bit of grace. But like I've witnessed and I've seen, like, when it comes to, and you said like, why do I support Trump? And it, like, a lot of it has to do with the whole abortion thing, and it's because I have seen and gone through it myself where like you can have a baby and I don't get like how people can have an abortion when it's totally viable, you know, like it even
it would
if
just
when
be
it
it would be an induction of labor at that point.
induction.
And if you want to talk about after viability is when you care, well then prior to viability, should there be federally protected access to abortion? Because that's what Roe versus Wade was. That's what Kamala Harris's position is.
I believe that you should not be aborting babies when they could be an actual person. And
What's a person?
oh gosh, I can't even debate this, to be honest. Like, I am
No.
not that wise. I will tell you, like, straight
That's
up. I'm
fine.
trying to be completely honest.
That's fine. The reason why I ask what's a person is because it's relevant to the conversation of what like whether or not we designate it to have value. Right, whether
Like
or not we
a
consider it
heartbeat,
rights bearing.
like a heart, when it has a heartbeat, when it has,
I
like,
guess my question would then be is like when someone hard stop and then it starts again, did they resurrect from the dead?
what?
Yeah.
Are we talking like The Walking Dead here? What do you mean?
Yeah, like I'm asking
No,
like
what do you mean?
if their heart stops and then it starts again, right? Because that happens all the time within reality.
Yeah.
Would that mean that they just resurrected from the dead?
Yes. I mean, I would say, like, if you died and then came back, you got
They didn't die because the rest of their body was still living, right? Along with the idea that they were still sentient, right? Their sentience is still maintained. They didn't die.
Right.
Okay. Their heart just stopped. So a heart beating is not determinating of life, but it's an important element of ensuring that someone's alive, of course. But it's not the determining factor of whether or not someone's living.
I just like see all these stories, and I've had this myself, where like, say when you do get pregnant, or if you have a partner that is pregnant, and you have a doctor's appointment, and they like show you the heartbeat, like, is that not like a life in that moment, or you're like, no, that's just a heartbeat, that's not actually your child's life? Like, what is that?
So again, in terms of life, I think cellular life starts at conception, but I don't think it's valuable until the point in which it's sentient, a subjective experience. That doesn't happen until like 20 through 24 weeks, like around the point of viability.
Right. Okay, I get that. I can respect that. I respect your opinions, and I respect you for debating with me when I'm like such a newbie.
You're good. Don't worry. Like, essentially, what I'm trying to say is that, like, I think Donald Trump's policies are restrictive in greater circumstances in which they don't need to be restrictive, and it's harmful towards people. And I think that abortion should be protected, right, in the earliest stages of pregnancy, of course, like, because there's no reason to restrict against that. And I think that when we do restrict against people's access to abortion, I think that's a travesty. I think that's horrible because it's violating people's rights. Whereas, like, specifically, if you allow for someone to get access to abortion, that's not a violation of rights. Now, you could also believe that it's wrong and still think it should be legal, right? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, that's their position, right? They're Christians. They likely think it's wrong, but it is the case that they think it should be legal.
Yeah, I guess where I've just had like personal accounts, like in my own life, like it makes it hard for me to think of someone aborting a baby when I've known like people in my life that have had like babies live at a very young gestation.
Yeah,
you
like
know, that
any
makes
point
it
in which it's viable isn't going to be like. There's been no point in which like a fetus has been viable prior to 20 weeks. Never.
and that just makes it okay.
Well, that's what you were bringing up. That's
I know. I'm just
that's what you brought up as the
literally
relevant factor. I said what was valuable was sentience.
Yeah, that's just the hard take for me is when I know like this it's able to become that, and you can just be allowed to say no to it just because it hasn't become that yet. You know, like that's just my hard like factor.
Okay. And again,
just because they didn't get to 22, 23 weeks, like they're just allowed to have like a pass, like to be like, all right, you aren't viable yet, therefore you get to go bye-bye, like even though it like
I mean, what's valuable about it prior to sentience?
it's a person. I mean
what is a person?
Oh gosh, you're gonna go like Charlie Kirk on me right now.
He's
like,
not smart enough to have this conversation.
Like, what is a woman? What is a person? Like,
these are completely different.
I just know as a woman, and when I got pregnant, I was very young. I was so like worried about the whole process, but the second that I knew that I was pregnant, like I knew that I had a person. Like I had a baby, and it was like a living thing. And like, and I was so young where I could have the option.
Here's my question.
Hold on one second. I had the option in that moment. Like I was only probably 8 weeks, and I could have said, I am so scared, I'm going to just abort this. But instead I was like, in my head, I was like, I have a person there. Like I can't do that. You know? Like I knew it like in my bones that this was my child. It is a person, even if it was just cells or whatever. Like, whatever you want to say. Like, I just knew I couldn't do that. Like, that's why I have this take on it. Because I could have done that. I could have done that.
Should it be legal for other people? You can say it's wrong in your circumstance. You could say you didn't want to do it. That's totally fair. No one's saying you should be forced to get an abortion. What we're saying, though, is that other people should have the choice to get access to an abortion from a legal perspective. And why are you infringing upon that? The right choice for you might not be the right choice for everyone else, right?
No, yeah, I understand that.
So then, like, why would we want to legally enforce other people to make the same decision you did just because it is the case that you wanted to make that decision for yourself?
Very understandable. And I respect that. I really do. I guess the moral of the story is that's why I voted for Trump, was because he was more pro, like, life. Because I've been and seen other situations where in some cases some people would say no and he says yes, like, to life. And then I also do kind of believe that, like, if you were in a moral situation, like, there is adoption, there is, like, these things, you know.
So can I address this real quick?
Yeah,
I just want you to acknowledge the fact that Donald Trump leaving it up to the states led to, in this country, great victims having restricted access to abortion. Pregnant individuals dying because of restricted access to abortion because of vague abortion laws where providers of abortion didn't know whether or not they could actually provide it in that particular circumstance.
No, and I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. Like, that's, no, like.
Okay. So you understand that, like, that is a byproduct of Donald Trump overturning Roe versus Wade. So if you think that there shouldn't have been an overturning of Roe versus Wade until there was federal exceptions put in place, well, then you don't agree with Donald Trump's abortion policy. And it sounds like you think that, like, Kamala Harris's abortion policy would be better in the meantime, so long as we get the exceptions under your view.
Hmm.
It wouldn't make sense to support Trump's position because he overturned Roe versus Wade, which allowed certain states to do those certain restrictive policies.
I mean, did he or the Supreme Court, like, or is one and the same?
He appointed 3 members of the Supreme Court out of 9 that then led to there being enough conservative people in the Supreme Court to overturn Roe versus Wade, which was abortion legislation that was true in this country since the 70s. And it specifically protected access to abortion on a federal standpoint prior to viability. And after viability, it's left up to the states. Trump's policy is that he wants it to be left up to the states throughout the entirety of the pregnancy. That's it.
Do you think that the states should have their own laws? Like, because I've, like, heard this,
In
like,
some contexts, I think some contexts is okay, but if you want to talk about in this circumstance, I think it should be federal.
So
not when it comes to abortion rights, not when it comes to human rights. When it comes to, like, you know, like certain types of very minimalistic policy, there are certain things that are okay to have on the community level, the local level, the statewide level, but not human rights. Human rights should be federally protected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess, like, to be honest, I'm not, like, super eloquent or honestly even, like, as educated. I just have my own feelings. I have my own, like, morals. Like, I don't have, like, facts to spout. It's just, like, kind of how I feel. And just, like I was saying, like, with my own personal experiences, like, seeing my friends, like, giving birth out of, like, when the baby was, like, literally, like, a pound. And it lived. Like, that's where I'm, like, it's still a being. And I get, like, people should be able to choose. Like, I am a woman. I'm not, like, stupid. Like, I want to have autonomy over my own body and be able to say, like, if I want this or not. And I'm lucky to live in a state where I can do that. Like, but I just feel like
For what
sometimes
about all the other people that don't live in that state, where it is the
I
case that they don't have those particular laws?
I have also like personally known a lot of people that use abortion as birth control. To be honest, like
I
I've
mean,
like
that's
it
not a common
happens.
thing.
No,
That's
it literally
that's
happens all the time.
abortion is extremely expensive, right? Okay.
No, it's like Planned Parenthood will do that for you.
So you get free abortions at Planned Parenthood?
Yes, yes, you do.
So is that specific to the state you're in, because they can't use federal funds to do that?
You can go if you are at like, well, also I know this.
I don't know. I don't know any state that does that. Is that insurance? Because for other people, it's hundreds of dollars, and the average American cannot afford a $500 expense on emergency. That would bankrupt them. That the average American is working paycheck to paycheck. The idea that they can afford birth control, right? I mean, abortion to be used as birth control is crazy.
So you've never known somebody that
No.
is like that goes out, sleeps with people. Like I've known girls that will go and get pregnant and then say, "Oh, oops, I didn't take the right steps."
Do you think they should go to prison?
No, I just think
Okay,
it's
but under your view, that's what you're arguing. You're arguing that certain states should be able to put people who do that in prison.
No, I'm saying they should have to have their fucking babies that they made and not just go and abort them.
Okay, and if they get an abortion, should they go to prison?
No.
Okay, so then what do you ask? You're not advocating for policies to restrict people from getting access to abortion. Therefore, you disagree with Donald Trump's policy that restricted people on a legal basis from getting access to abortion.
I just think it's wrong, to be honest. Like, to use...
Yeah, you say it's wrong, but, like, does that mean it should be illegal?
No, I don't think it's...
If it shouldn't be illegal, well, then you agree with me. Donald Trump's abortion policy is horrible, destructive, and harms people. So, like, we can talk about that. And then I would ask you, given that your position isn't predicated off of supporting Donald Trump based upon his abortion view, then what is the reason why you do support Donald Trump still to this day?
It's funny because, like I said, this is literally the first live I've ever been on. And I literally just looked down after, like, talking this whole time. I'm, like, on my porch just talking to you. And, like, all these people are, like, so rude. Like, I'm just trying to, like, say my shit. Like, I don't know.
What would be the motivating reason as to why you support Donald Trump?
Because I was opposed to the latter.
Yeah, but, like, why? Like, can you name something Kamala Harris did that you disagree with?
What did she do?
Can you name one thing J.D. Vance has done?
No, I can't.
Can you name one thing a vice president has done in U.S. history?
That wasn't the question that you asked me.
I promise you. I promise you I'll answer this question because I know it answered the question you asked. I'm just making a point. I promise.
I don't want
watch.
Okay.
I please do this so I can answer the question. I want to be able to get to that, but I want to ask these questions first. Can you name something J.D. Vance has done other than vacation?
No.
No. Can you name something a vice president has done in U.S. history? Any vice president?
I'm pretty sure Dick Cheney, like, shot someone at some point.
I said as vice president. Like, name something they did as vice president.
Yeah, as vice president, yes. No.
Okay. So you can't name a single thing a vice president has done in U.S. history. So obviously you wouldn't be able to evaluate what she's done and say that she didn't do anything. Actually, she had the most tie-breaking votes of any vice president ever, including the Inflation Reduction Act, which was deficit reducing, the largest investment in renewable energy ever, and the $35 cap on insulin for those that are on Medicare.
And that's amazing. I love that. I love that.
So if she's done the most of any vice president ever, then you would say that you support her then, right? Because clearly she has done a lot.
The issue with me, I guess I would say, and like...
You said what?
the issue with me, I guess, and I'll leave it with this, is, to be honest, if when Biden dipped out, if they had like another election for like a Democratic like person, like maybe I would have gone that way, but I wasn't just gonna like. What are you doing with your face right there?
Wait, what's different with Kamala Harris comparative to other Democrats that means that you would support other Democrats over Donald Trump, but not Kamala Harris?
Yes. Did you watch any of her things? Like, she was
Yes.
drunk the whole time.
No,
like,
she wasn't. She was not drunk. Where did you get
And
this?
you know this for sure.
She was
you
not
know
drunk.
this
Where did you get that she was drunk?
I've watched so many videos. I have many family members.
Where did you see these videos? On BitChute, Facebook, Twitter?
Let's just say she looked that way to me.
Okay, well, she wasn't drunk.
You know this. Even when she was talking about drinking wine. And she was a wine girl and like doing these things.
So I'm sorry. Her drinking in some occasions is not evidence of her being drunk while she's like running for president. Those are distinct things. And also, are you saying that she should never be able to drink in her life? What?
No, I felt like, to me, she looked visibly drunk during
No.
her.
When?
Just, I can't name a specific moment. Like, can I like not name a moment in all of, like, I didn't write it down, but she definitely looked that way to me. I have family members that are like that, and she looked that way to me, to be honest.
Okay. So she's not someone who was drunk on the campaign trail. So I don't know what you're talking about. Are you projecting maybe?
Totally. No. Yes, totally projecting. No, I'm saying.
I meant like, are you drunk? And like you're saying that like because you're drunk, you're able to identify that she's drunk.
I literally just told you that I know family members that present that way. Did you not hear me?
No, I understood that, but like again, I don't see anything about how she was acting or the way that she looked that indicated that.
Okay. That's interesting. I have heard that from a lot of people that I know, and also I have seen other people online that agree with that fact.
Okay, other people agreeing with the idea that she's quote unquote drunk is not evidence of her being drunk. She's not drunk. Like on any of the campaign trails or any of the videos that you'd be able to mention or point or show me. Please show me a single article that indicates any public event where she was drunk.
Have you seen the videos where she will change her accent?
That's not evidence of her being drunk, and also you're talking about code switching.
Okay, like aside from
it's not
that,
a change in accent. It's code switching.
What is code switching?
Yeah, code switching specifically would be like the difference in dialect specifically that someone could have depending on the context, and it's oftentimes what someone who experiences racism will use in order to not experience racism within certain types of communities. But code switching isn't just specific to that. There's code switching in plenty of other connotations, right? Like technically, like in the way that you're using the term code switching, or we are here, it's also like contextual to like how we talk to like infants or like dogs, right? There are contexts in which we change the way that we speak, right? In order to be able to like talk in a certain context to a certain person or like a certain community or a certain audience, right? Does it make sense?
I guess no.
No. Okay.
Have you ever code switched in your life where you felt the need to talk in a different accent depending on where you're at?
But by the way that you're using it in the way changing the way that I speak, yes. Like when I see a dog.
Okay, but a person, like not.
Yeah, like an infant. An infant.
Okay. But like,
I think respectfully, I think you're asking the wrong person that question, because for Parker and other white individuals, presumably like yourself, that's not something you have to worry about.
in terms
is
of racism.
appearing overbearing or falling into a category or a stereotype when you converse with other people. Black people, myself included, constantly have to monitor the way we speak so as to not come off as aggressive or abrasive or assertive or the other A words. And that being the reason as to why we'd have to limit ourselves, try to put on a more professional candor when speaking towards a more broader, wider audience.
So that's why maybe Kamala.
Kamala.
I am sorry.
That's okay.
Why, like?
Not really.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go, I guess.
No, what? I just got here.
Okay. Well, honestly, I literally have not been like reading any of these things, but anytime I look down, it's awful. I'm literally just trying to debate, and like people are
Well,
awful.
you can ignore it. You can flip your phone over. You can swipe right. The comments will disappear.
Yeah, if you hold down on the screen and then click clear display, it'll get rid of the comments.
But why does that bother you? Why does it bother you that the people in here are supposedly incendiary, but not when the president calls people fat dogs, slobs, sons of bitches, and what have you, everything under the sun? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, did you hear the question?
I am. I'm emotional.
What? Why?
Because
Need a moment?
I was just trying to like debate. And
No one-
I feel like people are being like mean now. And like I'm literally just, you guys could maybe even turn me and like maybe I could understand better, but you guys are being mean.
No, we aren't.
Do you think that Jaden and I are being mean?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry about the comment section. Like is there a
Like,
way
I'm not even kidding. Like, I know it sounds ridiculous, but like, I'm 38 years old. I just downloaded fucking TikTok, and it's a lot, I guess, and maybe I shouldn't be here.
Okay.
All right, well, focus on your mental health.
I appreciate you coming up. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Man, okay. Can I stick
Alrighty.
around? I have
Yeah,
not had
absolutely.
any debates like all week.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have another.
Thank
I
you.
think it's a little less than an hour left on the live, or so, and then I have to get off. So you can stay on until I get off,
Oh,
of course.
awesome. Oh, cool, thanks.
I have a few people to thank, and then we'll go on to the next person here real quick. Lexi, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Lexi. Brad, thank you so much for the $1. Denise, thank you so much for the $25. Thank you so much, Denise. Erica with the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Janelle, thank you for the $5. Kayla with the $5. Twice, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Shelby, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Love with the $5. Zach, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. I appreciate it, Zach. B, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $10 as well. Thank you. Rue, thank you so much. I appreciate the $50. Give some W's for Rue in the comment section right now for the $50. Thank you so much, Rue. I really appreciate it. Thank you. As well as Sray, thank you so much. I appreciate the $20. Thank you so much, Sray. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. As well as Linz, thank you so much. I appreciate the $20. Thank you. They said that they had a patient with ectopic pregnancy recently, almost unalive due to the abortion ban in her state. The doctor didn't do an ultrasound even though it was the standard of care. Thankfully, she came to us. Thankfully.
Thank
That's
goodness
that's
she's
so
alright.
scary. Yeah, that's so scary. Grateful, thank you for the $4.20. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And make sure I'm caught up on YouTube real quick, and then I am gonna be going on to the next person real quick. Carrie, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Zach with the $10. Thank you. Rue with the $10. Michael, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Kyle with the $5. Emily with the $5. Joey, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 as well. Thank you. Alrighty, let's go on to the next person here real quick. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen. Appreciate the Galaxy, thank you. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over to YouTube Super Chat. Also, make sure to support Jaden while you're here, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Monique, thank you for the $5. Thank you. And Derby, thank you so much. I appreciate the $2. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
We got anybody?
I am trying to add someone up right now. Emily, thank you for the $5.20. Thank you. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
20.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes, I do.
Why so?
Because I just like how if Kamala was elected, like there would be way like praise to like trans people, and if I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't trans people too much.
What's wrong with trans people?
I just don't like how they correlate to like many shootings with like
They don't.
No, they
It's
don't.
actually mostly men. Did you know that? Like, so are you gonna say you hate men?
I want to talk about my experience that I
Do you wait? No, hold up. Do you hate cis men? Because it is the case that they disproportionately make up the mass shootings in this country.
Bullshit. That's bullshit.
No, it's a fact.
Where are your stats coming from?
Where are your stats coming from, bro?
You made the claim.
Yeah, it's truth. Because
What? It's truth? No. What would substantiate said truth? If it's so abundantly clear.
All right, so let's talk
My
about this.
feelings.
Who's that in the background?
Why do you care?
Why do you care, bro?
Is that an echo or is that just like what's
2v2,
going
brother.
on?
2v2, bro. Deal with it.
Okay, who is that? Identify yourself. Is he of age?
Yes, I'm of age. I appreciate the compliment, though.
I don't know that, but okay. What do you have to say? One at a time, please.
All right, I want to talk about how I saw on the news the other day this mentally ill trans person killed and shot a man because
being trans isn't a mental illness. It's not in the DSM. Secondly, if you want to reference this, that gender dysphoria is not the same thing as being trans. There are people who are cis who are not trans that have gender dysphoria. Secondly, I also want to address the idea that if you want to look at the people who specifically are involved specifically within mass shootings, cis men, right? 99 or like 90% of the times, right? Over 90%. If you want to reference trans individuals, they make up 0.08%, right? Which actually, they're disproportionately less likely to commit mass shootings.
How does that work?
Because,
How does that make
because trans people make up a greater percentage of the population than they make up as a percentage of people who have specifically committed mass atrocities such as that. So they are disproportionately less likely to engage in those behaviors, especially comparative to cis men.
It's not per capita.
That is per capita.
So let's go per capita. This is the Violence Project data from 1966 to 2021. Let's see here. Defines mass pew-pewings. Out of the 190 incidents, only one was perpetuated by a transgender individual. This accounts to roughly 0.5 of mass unalivings being committed by transgender perpetrators, in contrast to the 97.7 of mass pew-pewings in the database that were cis male.
So clearly, you guys.
What's so
What do you
funny?
think? What's so funny?
Just I know it's going to be bullshit, but go ahead. What do you got?
No, what's so funny?
It's just I know what you're going to say is going to be bullshit. It's going to be some irrelevant pivot, and you're not going to address the stat that I just referenced.
No, your stat's bullshit.
Okay, so why is it bullshit?
Where's it from?
I just told you, the Violence Project. I can also cite the Gun Violence Archive 2013 to 24. Would you like more?
Oh, the Violence Project. Right.
Would you like more? The Gun Violence
Let's hear
Archive?
more. Let's hear more. Written by
Okay.
Written by who? Written by
Out of
who?
over 4,400 mass pew-pewings in the last decade, only 3 confirmed transgender perpetrators were identified. That is 0.07 and 0.11% of incidents. This includes the 2018 Aberdeen, Maryland pew-pewing, the 2019 Denver area. The GVA's executive director, Mark Bryant, noted that transgender suspects account for less than 1% of mass pew-pewings, while cisgendered men dominate the statistics.
Yeah, it's fucking that dude.
Do you want more, or is it going to be some other dismissive attitude that's going to be the response to this?
How about this?
Actually, no. Let's do tit for tat. I've given you 2 so far. Show me that trans people are disproportionately more likely to commit these acts of violence.
Bro, it's called opening your
It's
eyes.
called common sense. I know, but common sense should be
That's
backed by
trust me,
stats
bro.
and numbers, right?
Bro, do you think
That's
we're
a
sitting here
trust
like
me,
fucking?
wait,
I don't know
I'm
what
sorry.
you're sitting there doing.
I'm sorry.
You got the day off.
Do you have a working brain, right, in a sentient sense, right, that specifically can critically think, that can look up information, right, that can reflect upon things, right? You have the ability to do that. So what you should do is you should go look stuff up. You should check out resources. You should critically think. You should use your ability to reason, and you should then come to conclusions rather than coming to conclusions and then hoping and praying that if you just say, my feelings say this, that people will believe you and that people will act like you're right. No one's going to act like you're right just because you said that, right? We're asking you for sources. We're asking you for evidence. We're asking you for critical thought, which you clearly haven't engaged in yet.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you're defending shooters. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
oh, I am.
No, we're not.
There's just shooting of a trans.
Wait, you literally defend a guy who pardoned violent rioters who beat police officers.
Oh,
we aren't defending anything.
You voted for a guy who pardoned his own son, buddy.
He's not a violent criminal.
For what crime?
He was not convicted of a violent crime.
Bro, yes, bro. It doesn't matter. He's a criminal.
So wait, we're
taking
violent
one
crimes.
criminal versus 1,600 criminals.
Violent crimes. They're still criminals.
So I'm
then
not
you
saying
would
just
think
criminals.
one is worse.
Then why'd you vote for a criminal?
Bro, he's not a fucking criminal.
He is. He's a convicted and sentenced criminal. Convicted
Yes.
and sentenced.
Bro, for what?
For
Falsifying
falsification of
business
business records in the first degree, which is a Class C felony in the state of New York because of a predicate crime.
Go investigate any business owner and then talk to me.
Well, they don't have the predicate
probably
crime.
find the same thing.
Exactly.
Wait, they don't have the predicate crime though, so it would have to be in furtherance of another crime for it to be a
Your
felony.
buddy just proved my point.
Otherwise, it would be a misdemeanor.
Bro, you're talking about business owners here, bro. Like every business owner could.
This wasn't a business practice, hence why it was illegal.
Yes, it
But
is.
if you were to attach that to a predicate crime, you would find the same thing. There's been other cases of such statute that would fall under this and have been prosecuted under this.
Yeah, I'm a business owner. I don't falsify business records.
You're not a business owner. You fucking.
I am a business owner.
Bro, you fucking live off Venmo, PayPal, and fucking.
How old are you two?
I'm literally a business owner. Can you tell me? Wait, do you
How
know
old are you, bro?
I legally own a
26.
business? You know that, right?
What business do you own, Parker?
This is my business.
It is.
Yes.
Venmo and PayPal. I didn't know.
Are
your
you mad?
business-
Are you mad? Are you jealous, buddy? You're mad?
Yeah, we're real
jealous.
jealous of your life, bro.
Aw.
You sit inside all day. You seen the sun?
What,
today?
so again, I knew exactly that you're wrong. I'm a business owner, and I proved you're wrong. Get fucking
You're not
destroyed.
a business owner.
Yes,
You're
I
not
am. I am a business owner.
You're not.
I own a business. Or are you gonna say I don't have a real job too?
Yeah, you don't.
What?
What's a real job, buddy?
Parker, what's the name of your business?
What's a real job?
What's the name of your business? What's the name of your business?
I don't need to keep clarifying that. Wait, dude, you know that I have to clarify as a business. Yes,
Is it
I am.
registered anyway?
Yes, but I'm not gonna go and tell you, and I'm not gonna go over that anymore. I've said it
This
on
way
live
to name
before.
your public business.
I've said it on live before, but it doesn't matter. You want to address my
Okay,
points?
hold on. I got a question. What is it? What do you do in your business?
This is
You
my
at least said
business.
So your business is called Parker.
Parker, get a job.
Parker. Oh, exactly. So you agree? You have to get a job.
It's my name. It's because it's a joke. Because people like you are idiots and say that I need to get a job. What is a real job? Do you want to answer the question?
What do you guys do?
Bro, why do you know? You guys won't tell me.
I
Hey,
mean,
can
you
tell-
seem
wait,
to
can
press
you-
Parker on that for the past 2
I want him
minutes.
to answer this question. What's a real job?
there a
What's a
problem
real
with
job,
that?
buddy?
Real job? I mean, not what you're doing right now. I'll tell
Okay,
you
so
that.
Define what a real job is. You're so scared.
Place of employment.
Place of employment. Yeah, so I have a place of employment. I'm self-employed.
Bro, that's
Oh my God.
Wait, so are independent contractors not working jobs then? Because they don't technically have a place of employment.
What are you contributing to the economy?
Okay. This is a contribution
How
to
is
the
this
economy.
contributing to the economy? How?
Yeah, because I pay taxes, because I literally buy things in my life. The watcher thing of the $5. Literally, I'm in my office right now that I have to rent and I have to own in order to be able to do this in the first place. Is that not influencing the economy by buying this place?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, do you even have a job?
You pay taxes for your income?
Yes, do you have a job?
How does
Yes,
that work?
we
if you're
have
How
jobs.
does that work if you just do
What is your job?
Why do I have to
Why-
tell
you
you
don't have to
that?
tell- bro, we're students.
Oh, now you're talking about why do I have to tell you?
We're
Students.
students.
We're students.
So you don't have a job. When I was a student, I had a
We have
job. I
We
did
have a
this.
job. We know what our job is. Of course we have a job.
Emily, thank you for the $5. Thank you. Lily, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $30 on PayPal. Thank you so much, Lily. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Lily. Lindsay, thank you so much for the $10. Jessica, thank you so much for the $1. Christian with the $5. Thank you so much. Again, I really appreciate it, everyone. The watcher, tanthank you so much for the $5. Emily with the $5. Zach with the $10. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Christian with the $4.20 for the real job. Thank you so much.
Parker, I have a question. What's your stance on the Israel and Palestine?
I'm
Holy
pro-Palestine.
pivot.
But nice pivot. Because you still can't tell me what a real job is.
I literally told you what a real job is about 100
No,
times.
you didn't, because the way that you defined it is applicable to my own job. Then you say that I have a real job, then, right?
No.
Where does your income come from?
Venmo, PayPal.
This Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, YouTube.
Oh my god.
So you're a charity.
What? I make
He's
money off
crowdfunding.
YouTube. You know,
Speaking of, Lindsay, thank you for the 10. Jamie, thank you for the 15.
I also I make money off of watch page ads on YouTube.
You know?
Yeah.
So you make your whole income off of YouTube ads?
No, not my whole income.
But like, how can you pay taxes on income if your income comes from Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App?
Because that's earned income, you idiot.
No, it's not. It's fucking.
Yes, it
huge.
is. It literally is earned income.
You report your income to the IRS.
I do report it. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
You report your
What do
Venmo.
you mean? Yeah, sure. Coral, think of the $20. Thank you so much, Marie. Think of the $5. Thank you so much, Marie. I don't evade taxes like Donald Trump. Sydney, think of the $2. Thank you so much.
Why didn't you answer my brother's question though?
What was his question?
Oh, they're brothers.
I did. I said I'm pro-Palestine. But you still didn't answer my questions or address the point that you would have to then concede. I want you to concede first before we talk about anything else. Concede first that I have a real job.
You don't have
a job. You explained it to me.
They can't do it. So again, define real job in a manner in which does not indicate that I have a real job.
You want me to go to the fucking Oxford Dictionary, bro?
Go for it. The Watcher, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you.
Just look up job there.
Can you look up that transgender pew-pewing stat too?
Paid position of a regular employment.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
this a paid position?
Yeah, I'm paid, and this is employment.
But you don't work a 9 to 5, bro.
Task
Working 9. Wait, there are plenty of people that have jobs that don't work 9 to 5. That was the most ridiculous thing. Does Donald Trump have a job?
I worded that wrong. But you don't fucking have like a paycheck, bro. You just
Yes,
get
I do.
Venmo.
I pay myself a paycheck, dude. That's how self-employment works.
You pay yourself.
Yes, I pay myself a paycheck based upon the level of revenue that goes into my business, which is revenue through the context of
What
Cash App,
business?
Venmo, PayPal, and YouTube. Feisty, thank you for the $10. Thank you for the fake job pay. Thank you so much for the $10 for the fake job pay. Thank you. Rue, thank you so much for the $20 for the real job. Thank you so much, Rue. I appreciate the $20. Thank you. Billy Jane, thank you so much. I appreciate the $10 on PayPal. Thank you.
Parker, so you're telling me that like basically the homeless people, say you were out in the city holding up a sign asking for money. That's basically you putting up your Venmo.
Am I providing a service? Wait, what is it? What is it? You know that every business, it is the case that people who are consumers buy products.
What service?
Debating idiots online. Debating idiots like on live. And people like my content, they send me money because they like the content. And then for YouTube specifically, I make videos. When I make videos, people watch the ads, right? And then that makes money, you know, right? Like that's literally a service. You know that, right? I create content. Dude, this guy's ridiculous.
Okay. Homeless people have a service of like fucking contributing to population. That's like how good your argument is.
Melody, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Brad with $1. Thank you so much, Brad. I really appreciate it. Tammy with the $50. Thank you so much. Wild that they don't think this is your job, and they probably simp over right-wing losers. I love you and your fake job. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Romy with the $100 on YouTube super chat. Thank you so much, Romy. Nice. I really appreciate it. Get some W's for Romy in the comment section for the $100 on YouTube super chat. Thank you so much. The Watcher, thank you for the $2. Aluna, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 for don't forget to pay your taxes, Parker. Love you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Jaden, now I'm gonna
listen. I just wanted to say real quick, Tweedledee and Tweedle Dumbass. Whether you like it or not, you're contributing to that stream. I do, yes, but you're contributing. Excuse me, you're contributing to that flow of income right now by being here.
Parker's laughing at
You
my
understand that, right? Like this will be clipped. This will go viral at some point and get views, which will generate revenue, which will go directly to Parker and everyone else.
Two studs cook Parker in
Thank you.
That's not look at the. That's. Wait. Actually, yeah, that is gonna be what the title is.
Yeah, two studs. Me and my brother cooking you guys.
What did you
No,
cook
me and
on?
Jaden, you
Did
idiot.
you disprove my stat?
Buddy, you're no stud. You're no
What is a stud? What is a stud?
It's us.
You can't even give me a reference.
A
no,
stud?
dude.
Bro, why does everything have to be so definitive for you, bro? Like,
Yeah, I'm
just
sorry.
like,
You're just not intellectually locked in, dude. You wish you were me.
define this. Define
You
that.
wish you
I
could
don't like this
communicate.
line of incest.
All right, Jaden, what I wanted to ask you
Kimmy,
is,
thank you so much. I really appreciate the $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Lori, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $2. Thank you so much for supporting the Fake Job Fund. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for supporting the Fake Job Fund. If you want to support the Fake Job Fund even further, tap that screen over. And if you're on TikTok, let's try to get to 2 million likes, everyone. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Let's get to 2,000 likes on YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. George with the $10. Thank you so much, George the Watcher. Thank you for the $2. Thank you so much. And also, if you want to support me as always for the Fake Job Fund, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Linktree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat, and also make sure to support Jaden while he's here.
Not
Thank you.
Thank you for the $1. OG K-pop Stan, thank you so much. I appreciate the $10. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Amber with the $5 for the Fake Job Fund. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry. Do you, oh, and you don't like the L? Are you mad? You're mad you lost, buddy?
Yeah, you're just unprofessional.
I'm sorry. Is this supposed to be professional?
Well, you say you call it a job. Job is a professional. You fucking dope.
Not all jobs are professionalized.
You set the standards.
Yes, they are.
I mean, Donald Trump isn't very. You think Donald Trump is professional? Yehoshua, thank you so much for the $10 for the Fake Job Fund. Enzo, thank you for the $2. No, Donald Trump is literally not at all. Donald Trump is not professional. That is a laughable statement.
Yes, he is. Bro, you're on. I can see you, bro. Bro, you're elevated every single day, bro. I can see
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely. Elevated every day. Elevated every day.
That's a condition of employment.
Grateful, thank you so much for the $44.20. Speaking of elevated, thank you so much for the $44.20. Grateful, thank you so much. Tattoo, thank you so much. Appreciate the $5. Thank you. Andrew, thank you so much for the $5.64. Brandon with the $50 for the Fake Job and the service. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Give some W's for Brandon in the comment section. Amber with the $5 for the Fake Job Fund. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can we get some W's in the comment section, everyone? W's in the comment section for being elevated every single day. Rue, thank you for the $20 for they're so angry. I know, right? So angry.
I'm so angry. I'm just angry about how Jaden has no job and he makes no money off this too, which hurts me.
How did I get in this picture?
No, because
you can tap my IMDb. You can see what I do.
Chime in.
Actually, you know, my job will be airing on Comedy Central this Wednesday in the form of Beavis and Butthead, which you can catch every Wednesday. I'll be in several episodes, and we're about to do season 4. So that's where you can catch. That's where you can catch my job. Watch the show. Okay, the residual checks are quite nice, but that's where you can find what I do. I'm also going in. Excuse me, shut up. I'm also going in later this week to Warner Brothers to record a video game, which is the first I've ever done that. So that's what I do. I'm a voice actor. I'm an actor. I work on audiobooks. I've done 3 films now, 4 or 5 TV shows. You can find all of this on IMDb.
That is such a flex. That is such a flex. Winnie Suit, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Kitty Mama, thank you so much. I appreciate the $10 for the Fake Job. Thank you. Alex, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much for Elevated and Employed. Thank you so much to the Fake Job Fund. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Give some W's for them in the comment section. Jordan with the $2. Thank you so much, Jordan. Lindsay, thank you so much for the $1. Thank you, Lindsay.
I think I'm talking to Beavis and Butthead right now.
Well, we're talking to them. It's you two.
Damn.
Oh no, you got
Brianna, thank you so much for the $5 for the Fake Job.
You got us.
He did.
Okay,
he actually did.
You gonna watch it, Parker?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely
He's
not.
lying. He's fucking lying. Bad friend.
I don't care either way. Watch it, don't watch it. It's out there. It'll be out this Wednesday.
Find a job.
You know he won't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So what are you guys
They're
studying?
projecting because they're not good
On the
friends.
subject of jobs, yes. What field are you guys looking to go into?
I'm pre-med.
Can you guys speak one at a time? I know you can join at the hip, but at least differentiate your thoughts, please. One at a time. Joshua?
Financing.
Finance, and what about the other one?
Pre-med.
Pre-med. How's that going for you?
Great.
What year are you guys?
First years.
Are you twins?
Yes, we are.
I'm a twin, too.
Really?
I'm not this fucking annoying, but yes.
Yes,
I thought we were having a moment. Come on, why'd you ruin
No,
your
we're not. I don't fucking like you assholes.
Why?
You just said I made no money and had no job.
Melly, thank you so much for the $2. Jenny with the $25 for the Fake Job Fund. Thank you so much, Jenny. And when's your birthday? It's April 7th. April 7th.
No one asked
Jennifer, thank you for the $5 for some income for you to not report.
Report what?
Rude, thank you so much for the $5 for pre-med is alarming. I know, right? He probably doesn't even believe vaccines are effective.
Oh. Some of them are. Some of them aren't.
Phoebe, thank you for the $5. Which ones aren't? Which ones aren't?
Actually, vaccines can have negative health effects on your body, actually, if you don't know.
Yeah, but the more positive effects than negative, and that's why we specifically tell people to get vaccinated. Now, if you want to reference vaccines, which vaccines do you think are ineffective?
You getting your 8th booster this week, Parker?
Answer the
Yes. Now,
question.
can you tell? Can you
So
answer
are
that
you saying the
question, please?
COVID vaccine is ineffective?
The COVID? No. The COVID vaccine is ineffective and effective at the same time.
Can you tell me what a bibliography is?
Bibliography is where you cite your sources.
Yes, and that's in my bio. There's a vaccine aspect of my bibliography that's 30 plus pages long of peer-reviewed studies indicating the COVID vaccine is effective. So go ahead, tell me one specific vaccine you think is not effective and you think
First of all,
specifically
Dr.
is
Fauci's
bad.
a fucking clown, so whatever he says.
Wait,
is
oh, that's not a
fine.
response. What vaccine?
Well, he didn't invent the vaccine.
But it's not the response you want to hear. Dr. Fauci doesn't know
What
what he's talking
vaccine? I asked you for a vaccine. You can't answer?
A vaccine what? What vaccine? What was your question?
What vaccine is not safe and effective?
I don't think the flu vaccine is effective.
Okay, well, it is. It is. That's why it's specifically going to be recommended, and it's going to be an expectation based on what flu virus they think is going to be spreading.
The flu vaccine.
Nicolette, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. For the grifter
flu
with a
vaccine
fake job. Phoebe, thank you for the $5. Thank you. What's up? Josh is
The
so
flu
jelly in
vaccine
the
has
comment
many-
section.
What?
People are saying you're so jelly in the comment section.
Yeah, buddy. No one's jelly of you.
Coral, thank you for the $5. I think you're jealous of me in every single way.
No one would ever want to be
He's
you,
rage
Parker.
baiting, bro. Don't.
You want to be me, dude. You want to so badly to be me.
Yeah.
I don't think any
Do you know the flu vaccine can actually cause seizures?
Okay, so specifically for anyone in which it would, they would get an exception. They wouldn't have to take the vaccine. There are some people that are allergic to vaccines. I'm not disputing that, but it is the case that most people, right, are not allergic to the vaccines.
And seizures following the flu vaccine are extremely rare.
Extremely
It
rare.
still happen though. Still happen.
No, it's like less than 1 out of 100,000 people.
All right, where's your source?
My source is the CDC.
You pull that out your ass, or
The
No.
CDC is what? Do you know what the CDC is?
Using data from the CDC 2010 to 2020 indicates I don't know how to pronounce that. Seizures occur less than 1 per 100,000 doses in the flu vaccine in children, typically in those with the fever post-vaccination. Web ID 15.
Yeah.
Is it
Well.
febrile or febrile?
Yeah, but dude, I mean, just like in terms of like people still get the flu after they get the vaccine. It's just not a very effective vaccine.
Joshua, that's not.
Okay,
That
it's
doesn't mean
about-
vaccines aren't effective. It's supposed to reduce the likelihood of
but
doing this, and it's supposed to reduce the likelihood of you getting negatively impacted, reduce the likelihood of you getting it, and reduce the likelihood of you transmitting it to someone else.
Yeah, but dude, like, bro, the negative health effects outweigh the positive ones for the flu vaccine. I mean, that's subjective. Though. I think the tetanus shot.
No, they
is very
don't. There's
effective.
actually no good evidence that negative outweighs positive. Can you give me a single
Polio
source that
vaccine
says
is
that?
effective.
The polio. You said. Did you say the polio vaccine is effective?
It is effective.
Yeah, I agree.
Is okay.
So again, if you want to talk about the flu vaccine again, right? Can you give me any evidence that it's not effective?
It's just, dude, you're not gonna find any evidence online. You're just not gonna find any evidence.
Okay, so
online.
Yeah,
where would
because
I
there's
find
no evidence. You
the
literally
Democrats.
trust me, bro. You whipped it right out of your ass. D, thank you
No,
for the $20. Thank you so much. Nicole, thank you for the $5. Thank you.
Dude, I could find you a source right now.
How do you guys cite
Find
your
a
work?
source.
How do you guys cite things when you write up papers? I'm genuinely
Pre-med,
curious.
by
Like,
the
do you
way.
understand how a primary, secondary, and tertiary source works?
yes.
Pre-med, by the way.
Okay,
Yes.
so how do you go about quoting statistics, facts, and figures
Pre-med, buddy.
if you can't trust what's on the internet?
Are you failing your courses in pre-med?
I'm not failing my courses. Doesn't mean-
Surprising.
Parker, if you came to my school, bro, you would not survive. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. You
Mike
would
Cross,
not.
thank you
What
for
does
the
that
$1.
mean?
Dude, what do you mean I wouldn't survive?
Parker,
Like,
did you go to school?
You would not.
yeah,
hang-
I have a
Parker,
degree in economics.
At what school?
I'm not going to tell you.
Bro, the economics degree, bro, like that's like the most common.
Susan,
like,
thank you for the $20. Thank you. No, economics is not
who has
common.
It's
economics
not.
degree, bro. He doesn't know a thing about the economy.
What are you talking about?
Can you tell us what
Keith-
market equilibrium is?
Yeah, that's exactly the question I was going to ask.
What did you say? You cut out.
What's market
What is
equilibrium?
market equilibrium?
Market equilibrium. What was this? Fucking. It's like a demand. It's like the quantity that producers are willing to sell for like a price of a good.
Okay, so it's when it's this intersection between supply and demand.
That's kind of what I said. I just gave you a more.
No,
No,
you,
you
just- you didn't say that.
Yes,
So
I
I
did.
do have an economics degree. If you want to ask me any question about economics, go for it. Because I asked you questions about vaccines, you clearly don't know.
I do know. I told you. I told you my thoughts. It's not the answer
Yeah,
you
and
want.
they were incorrect and they were false.
I told you I think some vaccines are effective. I think some aren't.
Yeah, and again, the vaccine you said was not effective. You said that it had more negative impacts than positive impacts, and that was wrong.
It's not wrong.
Yes, it was.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Nuh-uh.
Literally, can you give me a single source indicating otherwise? Because, again, all of the sources indicate that it's more effective.
Let's change it.
Wait, I have a question. If you asked your professors that question, like whether or not it has more positive impacts than negative impacts, what do you think that they would say?
No, they would agree with you. It's just my personal opinion.
They would agree with me. So the people that you're learning from would agree with me, and yet you're saying I'm wrong?
Parker, let me tell you something. This is like being pro-life and pro-choice, right? I could be pro-life.
No, it's not. This is evidence-based. This is evidence-based.
I personally don't. If I was a pediatrician, I would encourage my patients to get the vaccine because I would be required to, but I personally would not encourage to get it for myself.
Thank God you're not a pediatrician.
Yeah.
I mean, you physically cannot go to work if you're not vaccinated. In that
Literally.
field.
If I was a pediatrician, I would encourage my patients to get the vaccine.
Okay, but you
would have to
cannot
get
show up
vaccinated
to work.
yourself. Yeah.
And I would do it. If I had to do it for work, I would do it. But
Then you would get vaccinated.
I personally don't have it right now.
Yeah, but like again, if you're going to be a doctor, right, or a pediatrician, you need to use science. The fact that you don't use science is incredibly problematic.
The fact I just told you I would encourage my patients to get it.
Yeah, because you're mandated to. If you were not mandated to, would you recommend them to get it?
I wouldn't recommend them not to get it. I would propose the idea.
Would you recommend them to get it?
Probably.
Okay, so you agree there's more positive than negative. Why would you ever recommend someone to get something more negative than positive? You're an idiot.
In my personal experience, I think it's more negative for myself. I think
So then why would you recommend it? Why would you recommend it?
Idiot.
Something that's more negative than positive. Why would you recommend it?
We don't all have the same.
Okay, so then
blood.
how is it just especially for you going to have a negative impact?
Bro, like first of all, it's subjective to the patient. You fucking dope.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Answer the question.
For me, why would I not
Yes.
get it?
Yeah.
Because personally, I think that when I've got it, I've gotten sick.
You getting sick isn't evidence the vaccine doesn't work, you fucking moron. What are you talking
Yes, it is.
about?
Wait, what vaccine did you get?
It's
called the flu virus,
yeah, bro.
and you get the flu.
Josh, they're fucking idiots. They don't know what they're talking about.
What are you talking about?
I just told you. Why would I get the vaccine if I got the
Dude,
exact
do you
sickness,
think
but the
think that when you get vaccines you can't get a virus? No, it reduces
I
the
know people
likelihood
that
of this.
have died from COVID that have got the COVID vaccine.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You know people that died.
From the COVID vaccine, like the
Do you know
the
people that were caught up in the Afghanistan pullout too?
Oh,
Because I swear it's the same anecdotes every single time. Conveniently, you know somebody that falls into that extremely small risk pool.
How is that extremely small? How
Wait,
many
did you
people
say
died off COVID?
did you say polio or what did you say for? Hold up, did you say polio or what did you say for? Hold up, did you say polio? Or what did you say for? What vaccine were you referencing?
COVID.
You said okay, so can you give me
Yeah,
any
no, you
evidence
don't.
that someone you know died because of the COVID vaccine?
They had the COVID vaccine and they died from COVID. How much similar does it get?
There's not.
Do you know
I don't think there's a
correlation
single
versus
person
causation?
in the U.S. that has. Wasn't it like only like in other countries that it's happened?
No, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't
mean,
wait. I don't even know if there's a single recorded case where it's happened in the U.S.
Yeah, because bro, what are you talking about? This person didn't die, bro. My dad got COVID and he had the vaccine. He was fine, but he got COVID. after the
Yeah,
vaccine.
just because you get a vaccine doesn't mean you can't get a dude.
Parker,
This guy's
you're
ridiculous.
telling me an old
I cannot
person-
believe you are pre-med. You're saying that someone who gets a vaccine can't get the virus? I'm sorry, that's not how vaccines works. Vaccines reduce the likelihood of you being able to get it. They reduce the symptoms, right? They reduce the likelihood of hospitalization and reduce the likelihood of death. They don't 100% zero it out. It's not an end-all be-all cure. That's not how
No one
vaccines
said
work.
They did, you fucking idiot. No one said
That's what
they
you were
did.
trying to imply.
No, when did I ever say that it completely erases the chance of you getting the illness? When did I
That's
ever
what you
say
were
that?
you were trying to say that it's not
No.
effective because it is the
You
case that
thought
someone can
you were
still
trying to say
shut
that,
up.
everyone.
You're saying that it's not effective because it is the case that someone can still get the virus.
I didn't say that. I said in my personal experience, my body does not respond well to the flu vaccine.
So, okay, again, if it's medically for yourself, then it would be the case that your own doctor would indicate that you shouldn't get it. Is that what your doctor's indicated to you?
Exactly. No, not at all.
Okay, if your doctor hasn't indicated that, then what are you talking about?
Bro, I'm just telling you from my personal experience. I told you I was still
I
recommending.
mean, you get a little bit sick after getting a vaccine. That's how vaccines work, bro.
Oh, God, bro.
Well, he did just get a flag, so let's go on to the next person.
No, that's fine.
I think this is the last conversation I can have today, everyone. Last conversation I can have today.
I'm having
and
fun.
Are you going to go live after?
Yeah. Will I get
Bet.
debates is the question. It's been dry as hell.
I think we'll be able to get you some debates.
Oh, cool.
Alrighty, let's go into the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen. If you want to support me as always, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat. Same thing with Jaden, by the way, everyone. Make sure to support Jaden while he is here. Tap that screen as well, everyone. Let's try to get to 2.5 million likes. I'd really, really, really appreciate it, everyone. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up, everyone. How many likes are we at here on YouTube? Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh, we're at 2 million. Nice.
Wait, I did not mean to request.
You're good, you're good. Everyone here on YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up. We have 1,200 likes. Let's try to get to 2,000, everyone. Let's try to get to 2,000.
Ma.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hi, I'm 18.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes, I do.
What's your birth year?
2007.
What month?
May.
Okay. And why do you support Donald Trump?
I like that they're shutting down the border. That's what I like.
Okay. And how so?
Well, they're just not letting anyone come in. I live in Minnesota and there's a lot of Somalis here and they're just they're overrunning it.
What's wrong with people who are Somalian coming to Minnesota? What's wrong with that? And what do you mean by overrunning?
Like, I went to Valley Fair and it was just Somali. Like, I don't know.
And of all those Somalian people that you encountered, did you at any point go up to them and establish whether or not they had legal documentation?
Well, I don't care if they're legal. I just
So
don't.
no, you just don't like Somalian people.
Basically.
Okay.
Dude. So the next person, only send a guest request if you meet the set of criteria on the screen, everyone.
Embarrassing.
That was crazy. Andrew, thank you so much for the $2.82 on his link tree. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
George, thank you for the $5. Nicolette, thank you so much for the $10. What's your birth year?
2006.
What month?
May.
Okay. Do you support Donald Trump?
I would never, but my boyfriend is a pro-lifer, supports Israel, and tax breaks for the rich.
Break up with him.
Does he support Donald Trump?
Do you support Donald Trump, then?
I mean, depends.
It depends.
Like, if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, who would you vote for?
I mean, shit, I wouldn't vote either.
Okay. Well, I am going to go into the next person because he doesn't support Donald Trump, but yeah, that was a yikes. Let's go into the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2006.
What month?
June.
Okay. Why is everyone June 2006? What's going on? That was like the last three guesses.
Okay, well, what's up?
Why do you support Donald Trump? Hello?
You're off the app.
They said May and June, yeah. There was 2 separate months that it's been the last few guesses. Okay. They just weren't in the app for some reason. Let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet the set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hi, Daddy.
Hi.
Hey. Go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the screen, everyone. We are just looking for some debates. Only send a guest request if you meet the set of criteria on the screen, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hi, I'm 35.
Do you support Donald Trump?
No, but I just want to say those boys were ridiculous and they don't know the difference between fact and emotions. Bye.
Sure, let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet the set of criteria on the screen, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hey, good afternoon. 48.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yep.
Why
He's
is
my
that?
president. He's my president.
Okay. Like if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, who would you vote for?
Donald Trump.
Okay. So why so?
Oh, it's a binary choice. I'm not going to vote for cashless bail, abolishing ICE, Minnesota Freedom Fund, Prop
those things she
47
ran
in
on?
California. Let's let them all out of prison. Let's lower the threshold for a misdemeanor.
None of these are Kamala Harris policies. What Kamala Harris policies do you disagree with?
That's her ideology. She has no policies.
She did have policies. I can mention them if you'd like me to tell you.
Yeah, please.
$6,000 child tax credit for the first year of a child's life, $3,600 through them being 5 years old, $3,000 through them being 18, $25,000 tax credit for first-time homebuyers for new homes, $2,000 cap on pharmaceuticals out of pocket, getting rid of the effect of medical debt on your credit, largest investment in renewable energy ever through the Inflation Reduction Act, deficit reducing bill. She would have added less debt by $4 trillion comparative to the Trump administration, according to the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget.
Yeah, right. Those forecasts aren't accurate, and the thing is, the
Forecast?
I don't know where or who comes up with the forecasting for the.
He doesn't know where
deficit
they
over the
come
next
from,
10
but they're
years.
incorrect. I don't know where they come from. I've never looked at them, but they're incorrect.
Well, you got me there, but I don't see how she was addressing the fiscal code red that the country's in, with being $37 trillion in debt. We're just going to go down the same path. There's nothing going to change.
She
if
signed
Harris
off on
becomes
again.
president.
The Biden-Harris administration signed off on $4 trillion less debt-related spending comparative to the Trump administration in the first term, and then for the campaign plans for the next term, $4 trillion less for Harris compared to Trump.
They're not considering tariffs.
They're
not
did.
considering
Tariffs are
They're not
considered.
considering the increase in jobs through bringing
Jobs
back
have
manufacturing.
declined. Wait.
not considering any of that stuff.
Unemployment has increased since Trump got in office. The jobs report was
No,
so
it
bad that he
hasn't.
fired the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics because he thought it was politically biased information.
Okay, well, the reason for the termination is speculation from the left-wing media that you're just using to fit your agenda, your narrative.
Okay, then what reason did he have to fire them?
I don't know. I'm not here
Okay.
trying to critique everything the president does. I don't shape my life and my career around critiquing and criticizing everything the president does.
Okay, is that
But I'll
supposed to
tell
be
you
like a
one
diss?
thing:
Is
I
that
could
supposed to be
never
like a
vote
diss?
for. Well, no. I think Kamala Harris is a complete joke.
How?
She's the joke,
she's
but
a-
not. She's the joke.
She's a nice person, but she
Okay,
cannot
but
think on her feet.
My
and
guy,
has no
we
state
had
presence.
concepts of a plan. We had him fucking deep throating an invisible microphone and stroking off Arnold Palmer before an audience. We saw him fucking dead ass slip before a garbage truck
go ahead,
and
get it all
invite
out.
people. Yes.
Get it all
Are
out.
these not foolish, batshit, idiotic things that he says on a day-to-day basis? Is that
that's
not
why nobody
embarrassing me?
wants-
Stop interrupting me.
That's why
Is that not
nobody's gonna
stop
wanna be
interrupting me?
president.
Is that not an embarrassment to you? Do those things not embarrass you as the leader of the world stage here? Him talking about the fucking size of his hands and Arnold Palmer's dong? But Harris couldn't stand on her own? Cats and dogs, transgender mice? Do these things sound like somebody that lives in the real world? What has Harris said that is in any way comparable to those batshit crazy things?
Why don't you talk about the deal with Japan? Why don't you talk about
what deal with Japan?
Opinion on tariffs, which you're unqualified to talk
Wait,
about.
did you not want to address that? We were talking about Harris being a fool on the world stage, but you just want to categorically
You
ignore
just- okay,
every
yeah,
time
and then
Donald
suddenly
Trump
you went
eats
off-
his fucking foot.
Okay.
Yes, is that not true that he says and does
I was being
stupid
polite and
things?
civil about it.
I'm
just
being
think
civil too, but
I
does
just
he
think
not?
Paris
Do you
has.
think he lives in the real world?
Okay. Here's the thing. Have you ever
Can you just
noticed?
answer that,
Have
please?
you
Does
noticed?
Trump live in the real world?
I don't know.
No, he doesn't. He invents people who either don't exist and are fictional characters or have been dead for years.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this man does not
Well,
live in
he's your
a.
president there, partner.
So was Joe Biden, and you didn't feel the
No,
same
Joe
way.
Biden's
But
not your president.
Did you
okay,
like
I
Joe
said
Biden?
so was.
So
Did you want
I
Joe
didn't go
Biden to be your
I didn't go
president?
online and I didn't make a big stink about it. I didn't like
Well,
create
Trump
an entire
did.
platform based on.
Trump literally said that the election was stolen and still says that to this day. And this
Yeah.
platform existed, and I talked about other things before this. And yes, I think it's important to talk about politics. And I will continue to talk about politics when Trump is gone because I think it's important to.
And ballots are no longer going to be a thing because of that.
Listen,
what's that?
And the left and the partisan legal system, judicial system, didn't
Nate.
want to spend 1 minute investigating the whole election.
All right, but raiding John Bolton's house
fairness.
takes super precedence.
But the
let me
thing
let
is,
me teach you a term, Nate. Have you heard of the term thought terminating fallacy?
just say what you're going to say. You don't need a setup question.
So, saying things like he's still your president doesn't address the egregious misdeeds and idiotic things he says and does. All it does is dismisses it outright.
What he
It says, well, he's
does?
still your president. Yes,
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
rattled
sorry.
off
He's
a
like-
list of things he's
He's,
said and
he's
done
being
that
he's
is
being
stupid.
nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize
No,
by
he's
other
not.
countries.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Who nominated him?
I don't know. I
He
don't know.
has-
I don't
no,
sit,
listen, dude.
I don't sit.
Saying
making
he's still
notes
your
and studying
president
all
just
that stuff.
dismisses his failures and his egregious and
What
super
failures?
obvious flaws.
What failures?
We just had a U.S. factory in Ukraine bombed the day after Putin visited Alaska.
That's his fault?
I'd say that's a failure to mitigate the damage from this war, especially
How
since
is
a
that the
U.S. factory
responsibility
was
of our
targeted.
president?
Because he promised us that he would get it done in day one.
Oh, because he promised us. Okay.
Yes, he promised us, and
Yeah.
then failed to do so.
Okay.
He's failed to cut the deficit. He's only added to the debt when he was president the first time, added 25% of the
Give
total
it some
debt.
time. Give it some time.
Give it
there,
what some time? I've given
Jordan.
him 4 years
Jaden.
now. 4 years and 8 months. He has
What are you
had
talking
time.
about? He's been in office
He has
for
been
6
nothing
months.
but he had 4 years. Do you have amnesia?
Listen, what's good for the economy is good for the people for this country.
The economy was worse in his first term.
Yeah,
Unemployment
and it's
hit
worse
There's
record
a little
lows
thing
by
called
his
COVID
successor.
that happened, or
Prior to
se-
COVID,
Wait, since Trump has gotten to office, unemployment has increased. Since tariffs have been implemented, prices have gone up in terms of inflation. We've also seen the jobs numbers so bad that Donald Trump literally fired the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics because it was politically biased
you-
information,
you
which is
just-
ridiculous.
Deja
And
vu, you
also,
just said
and
that
also
5
there's a
minutes ago.
reduction. Yeah, I understand, and it's also relevant to this. And there's also a reduction in the level of real GDP growth since Trump got in office because there was of the implementation of tariffs.
good. We don't need growth anymore. I don't want growth.
What?
I don't want GDP growth. I don't want population growth.
Dude, he
You
said
want
what
decline.
I don't
matters.
want any kind of growth. I want the biggest thing that he's done is he's sealed up the.
He said that he wants like the economy to do well and that like benefits everyone, and then he doesn't want growth. What the hell are
So
you
you want a
talking about?
recession?
He wants a recession, chat. He says he
I
doesn't
don't
want
want
growth. He wants
population growth.
reductions. He wants it to get worse.
I don't care. I really don't care myself.
He does not
How
care.
do you up
'Cause
GDP growth without
maybe that'll
population
start
growth?
bringing down the prices of homes and things like that.
So he
Right,
wants to
as
cause
we
a
put
recession.
tariffs
He
on
wants to
lumber.
cause a recession.
I don't want GDP growth at the expense of the climate and the expense of housing costs.
What?
What does that
I-
mean?
The expense of the climate? You voted for a guy that believes the
Yeah.
climate's going to start cooling and that science just doesn't know it yet. What the flying fuck are you talking about? Kamala Harris had the largest investment in renewable energy of
Well,
any
you want-
candidate
I'll
ever.
explain it to you if you want. You settle
Go
down
ahead,
for a
buddy.
second. Okay. So we don't need to build if we're not growing our population. Okay, I know we're talking about GDP, but population. I don't want any immigration. I don't want any growth in population. I want to slow down.
So
the housing
more abortion.
market.
And also,
And-
can we
and we gotta
tie it
stop
into the
bringing all these
environment?
people from
You brought up
third world
the
countries.
climate. You brought up the climate. Tie it to the climate.
Yeah. So I don't know if they taught this in the classes you took in school or taking, but when you lay cement, it heats up the climate, heats up the cities. So it's counterintuitive to any kind of climate agenda that the left
That's
wants
not a
to
greenhouse
push
gas.
forward. I never said it was, but it
You're
increases
alluding
the
to
temp-
that.
it
We aren't
increases
talking
the
about mere
temperature.
heat. We're talking about carbon
Okay,
capture.
we're talking
whether or
about
not whether or
global
not
warming.
it
We're
persists
talking about
throughout
what-
the atmosphere.
We're talking about what increases the temperature of the climate and laying
Yeah,
cement.
the overall
does.
temperature increase of the planet in general is not just
Not
because
to-
of concrete. Concrete is an aspect of it, especially because the production process behind
It's a
concrete.
factor. It's a factor.
So why are you only
So
referencing
the
concrete?
thing is, to make concrete, you have to tear up the earth, and you have to use the sand and gravel, and you lay cement, and we don't need to lay more cement. We don't need to build more houses to accommodate all the immigrants that we're being so benevolent and helping out. Okay, we've shared.
Benevolent
I'm done
and helping.
share-
That's
Yeah,
an
I'm done
oxymoron if
sharing.
I've ever heard one.
I'm done sharing the resources here. We got to think about our climate and our infrastructure and our big cities, and we can't continue to grow.
Hey, dude, do you agree the climate is not going to start declining in temperature, and that science does know that the climate is going to start increasing, or is going to continue increasing in temperature?
Well, it's on a trend to increase in temperature, and that's
It's still trending
That's just
up.
fine. But
So,
what?
no,
what
it's not
is
just
the-
fine. It's not just fine. Also,
No,
let me
no,
please
no.
addre- let me
okay.
please address
All I meant
this
to say
because-
is like I agree with you that the temperature is increasing. It's
Okay,
on
so
an
Donald
upward
Trump
trend.
saying the climate is going to start cooling and that science just doesn't know it yet.
But the
how is that
thing
better?
is-
How is that better for addressing the issues of the climate?
Well, what is the U.S. federal government going to do to address climate change?
Yeah, the Paris Climate Accords, the Inflation Reduction Act, the largest investment in renewable energy ever.
No, that's just taxpayer money being thrown at
You
The
asked
Inflation
what the
Reduction
federal
Act-
government
not
can
gonna
do.
change anything.
What
The
can the
infl-
federal government do without taxpayer dollars?
Okay,
And
so
the-
it's
and the Inflation Reduction Act was deficit reducing.
So would you agree global warming is a worldwide phenomenon?
Yes.
A United States phenomenon?
Worldwide.
Okay. So you have these nations like India and China who are still in the industrial age, who are emitting
No, they're
who have
not.
no EPA standards.
Yes, they do.
Okay. Yes, they do. Okay, but we are already
Yes, in fact,
the
they have
US,
taken
we're
a more
already doing
vigorous
our
approach
part.
towards green renewable energy than the United States have. We have taken at least a 10-step back in the wrong direction on this. China and India have moved forward.
No. When we
Yes, they
take
have.
steps back, when the previous administration sends signals to the petroleum market that there's going to be more stringent requirements for oil rig leases, and they're going to shut down pipelines and things like that. It changes the market, and not to mention our emergency oil reserves.
What even is your argument at this point? Do you want to
I
address
don't even
climate
know.
change or not?
I just want to argue.
Because that wouldn't be a step back if we're mitigating the amount of oil exports that we're having here.
Well, I think the bottom line in regard to if we're going to move away from fossil fuels is to do it pragmatically and
That's
transition.
what Democrats were doing.
Okay.
Trump literally
Transition
doesn't even believe in
slowly,
climate change.
Not okay. What?
Trump
ahead.
doesn't even believe in climate change. How are we going to address climate change if Trump doesn't even believe in it?
Well, what's your definition of addressing climate change? Putting wind generators up on the hill,
Acknowledging it first.
solar. But see all
Yes,
those things.
acknowledging it, making the necessary investments in the electrical grid and electric infrastructure, renewable energy infrastructure, such as solar.
No. The public
Can I
sector.
please finish or
the
no?
Federal. Go ahead.
such as wind, such as solar, also having some type of influence for nuclear in terms of there being inconsistencies. The Department of Energy has indicated that wind specifically, just even referencing wind, will be 20% of the production of energy by 2030 if we were on the trends from prior, right? But because of Donald Trump's policy, that might set us back.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done a scientific study on the wind generators, but if it's going to set us back on the on the road we were on as far as renewable energy, I'm sorry, but I think it's outlined in the bill that a lot of uh, these policies, these uh, government subsidies favor the top earners. So
They half the
so most
cost
people
of
can't
typical.
afford. So when you have like the state
Are,
level
are
saying,
you really going to sit here and advocate that like Republicans are not better off for people who are extraordinarily rich and wealthy? You could say that Democrats could support policy in terms of renewable energy production that could benefit the average working person to a greater extent.
no,
No one's
no,
disputing that,
yeah,
but
but
you
if
understand
it,
that there's nothing on
yeah,
behalf of Republicans at all, and the rest of their
yes,
policies disproportionately benefit the rich and wealthy at the expense of the working class. And if you want to reference the Harris administration policy, she was trying to help the working and middle class by reducing taxes on them, and also by specifically providing more benefits comparative to what Donald Trump would do, while also
okay,
increasing taxes on the wealthy in order to be able to pay for it.
okay. So in regard to that, yes, the the tax code is just an extension of the 2017 Jobs Tax Act, and they also increased the standard deduction, which favors low to middle earners.
Yeah, that's fine. And
So the
Harris would have
tax
kept
breaks
that.
are there, and
Harris
there's
would have kept
also
that.
tax breaks for
Harris would have
senior
kept that.
citizens, and
Harris
there's
would have
also
kept
child tax
that.
credits that are
Yeah,
given.
there were
Harris would
also
have.
solar
Okay.
tax credits under the Biden administration.
All tax cuts under the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act that applied to income levels under $400,000 would stay. Kamala Harris was only increasing taxes on income earners on their income over $400,000 a year, right? So any income under $400,000 a year, right, would be the same as the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act under Harris's administration.
Okay, and what else? How is she going to address immigration?
Again, in terms of
The
immigration,
Langford Cinema border bill.
So
yeah.
she basically parroted what the Republican conservative play is in
Yeah,
regard
and I mean,
to reducing taxes.
I disagree with some of them, but like as it relates to the policies, that is more to the left of Trump, and that's better in terms of policy than Trump, because Trump would
Well, that's
disproportionately hurt the.
debatable whether supply side
It's not.
economics.
It's actually not debatable, right? You have
Sure
no
it
argument for it. It's indefensible for you to say that.
is. Okay. So what about immigration? What's your stance on immigration?
See how he didn't even try to defend it? He just
No.
laughed.
I think
You want to
any
try?
rational-minded person should find it woefully offensive that we're targeting people who are going to their hearings and appearing at court and are now being detained and deported.
Why? It cuts down on if maybe you don't
You
know.
want
See,
them
the
to
thing
come
is,
here the legal way.
well, the
They are
media
arriving to their court
sensationalizes those
dates.
stories. Like usual, the left-wing media uses a pick and choose
Yeah.
process
I
of
don't
airing
give a shit about the
stories.
media. I don't get my
It's
news
their
from the media.
narrative, and what happens is really you don't know the criminal record behind these people that are showing up in immigration court. Okay, they could have
You don't know that
criminal
either.
charges against them, and that's a very convenient, efficient way for ICE to pick them up.
Then let the court system determine that.
It's just
That's why they're there.
Well, sure, but it's like saying, "Oh, he was at Home Depot, or he was picking up his children from school." It's like I don't care.
I know you
You're
don't
gone.
care.
You're gone.
Republicans
I
don't
don't.
care about children. They don't care about families. They don't care about family values or keeping them together. You're just soulless, heartless reprobates. Nothing
No,
of substance, nothing of Christian
no.
values even applies to the subject of migration on this front. There are so many different Bible quotes that would apply. I assume you're Christian, you vote Republican, but there are so many different quotes that would extend to us in our grace and the decency that we ought to give to migrants. And none of that, all of that is completely absolved when it comes to your policies.
Well, when the previous administration let 10,000 a day into this country, the time has come and gone to treat these people decent, and now, most
It's not gone.
importantly, going forward, the message is clear that it's time to go. Self-deport will help you, and for people
I
who are
actually do have to
thinking,
get going now. Is there anything else you'd like to say to end this?
bye.
All right, get out.
Alrighty, everyone.
It was annoying.
It was annoying. You gonna go live right now?
Yeah. Let me just thank some people, if I may.
For sure.
I didn't want them to feel that I left them hanging. Jay, thank you for the 20. Carrie, thank you for the 10. And Thomas, thank you for the 15. Brandon, thank you for the $50. Logan, thank you for the 5. Jamie, thank you for the 20. Samantha, thank you for the 5. Bread Knight, thank you for the $1. Jessica, thank you for the 10. All right, yeah, that's it. Well, thank you so much, Parker. I do appreciate that. This has been fun, and I'll see you around, all right?
See you around, see you around.
All right, let me start my stream up.
Absolutely, absolutely, everyone. I'm going to be getting off right now. I appreciate everyone coming up. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I'm getting off for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming through. I really appreciate it, everyone. Good to see everyone so much. Have a fantastic night, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I just want to say thank you, Siri. Thank you for the $20. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Jennifer with the $5. Thank you. And if I missed anyone, I really apologize. I really apologize. Sarah, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much, Sarah. I really appreciate it. Andrew with the $2.80. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure to go look up Jaden LeBron, Mr. Jaden LeBron. Spam Parker Raid, Spam Left and Parker. I love everyone so much. Have a fantastic night, everyone. I will see everyone later. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night.